guide. Welcome on in everyone to the stream. Welcome, just yes, welcome, that random guy. See, you've been training. I have been training as well. Probably not nearly as hard as you have, but I have been going on a 2-3 mile rucks with, which is really pretty small, with a 100-pound backpack on. So I've been trying to get my endurance and my strength up a good bit. How are you all doing it this afternoon? I am doing just all right. We're gonna jump back on in here with some Zhao Ming. And actually, I added in some unit mods too. Let me go ahead and pull my. I've got a sticky already. I have all the list of all the units too. So there's 2 mods added in. We've got the Eustace artillery pack and then Dead's units. And the artillery pack is going to be giving us bolt throwers, mortars, firecracker mortars, which I can probably show this off here with. Hang on now. Oh, it's the way. Yeah, there we go. So we've got the bolt throwers, the Cathayan bolt thrower. We've got the Cathayan mortar, which are going to be slightly less damaging than your Imperial mortars, but they fire faster. We've got the Cathayan mortar with the firecrackers, which are going to be doing almost no damage whatsoever to armored units, but it's going to be more about their kind of disarray effect. So it'll be dropping all sorts of stats the enemy has, making them weak to getting taken out by your other units. Also, we will have, for the Eustace artillery pack, what's next? Oh, the Iron Hail Cannon, which is an Iron Hail gun, but it's going to it's basically a triple barrel Iron Hail Cannon instead of your normal Iron Hail Gunners, which are still fantastic, but this has got your armor piercing. It's a little bit shorter range because it is a shotgun. It's very similar to the Iron Blaster, but probably just a little bit less damage overall by a good deal. Next, we've got the... Which one are we missing here? The Divine Lance Batteries one too, but I'm looking with the Bastion Cannon. So these Bastion Cannons... these Bastion Cannons are basically limited to... It's a Queen Bess, but it's in Cathay form. You're limited to having these per Tier 5 gate settlements, so we can only ever have, I believe, only ever have 3 of them, and they have a couple different fire modes. They've got the multi-shot round that does, obviously, a ton of damage. It also drops off a contact effect that is going to be severely weakening enemies. We've also got the explosive round, which is going to be mostly about slowing fools down. It's more of a Dreadquake battery. Really powerful. Extremely powerful, but you're only allowed to have 3 of them. We also have the Divine Lance Battery, but I'm pretty sure this is coming over from Dead's units. I didn't see this in the unit list, so we'll have to figure out how we get these. The Dragon Turtles are the largest and most heavily armored creatures in Cathay. Oh, so it's a Dragon Turtle that also has rockets all over it. That sounds perfect. For Dead, though, we've got the Battle Turtle. This is probably the Battle Turtle here. The Divine Lance Battery. So it just says Battle Turtle in the description. For the other ones, we've got the Juggernaut, which is kind of a slow-crawling field gun that has very low ammunition, good damage, will be burning enemies. We've also got the Battle Tigers. Where are my Battle Tigers at? Yep, the Battle Meow Meows over here. War Tigers, Tier 3, but you get them in the very first building that you get for your cavalry. They got good armor piercing. I think they don't actually rampage, but they are good at, they can stalk, they can hide in forest, they've got woodsmen. These are very overstated, I'm not going to lie. The War Tigers are incredible. You also have the Fire Lances, which are like your J Lancers with an explosive Fire Lance, where when they are charging on in, they will be imbuing themselves with flaming attacks and flammable, so they'll be weakening everyone to fire damage. Looks like they'll also... So it looks, instead of a 20% weakness to fire, it looks like it's doubling up. So it's giving them a weakness to fire, and then giving them also a 20% for the flammable, so it's 30% weakness to fire. So they're going to be clapping the heck out of anything they charge into. Want to get a whole regiment of Fire Lances going. We've also got Nangao Riflemen, which are like crane gun. They're basically your Imperial handgunners. I think they've got a little bit less range than Imperials. They may not. They may be the exact same. We can even look pretty easily. Oh, Empire. I don't know that they're the exact same. Looks like they're pretty much the exact same. They may do a little bit more damage. Grand Cathay. Yeah, they've got a little bit more damage, which is quite nice, but you got your own handgunners there. We've also got Dragon Breath Gunners, which are like troll hammer torpedoes, but for Cathay. Way less armor, much more mobile than your troll hammers, but still quite as effective. They're just rockets, handheld rocket launchers. What are the others we got? Oh yeah, the Peasant Horse Archers, which just a nice little fill-in for unit variants. We got our Peasant Horsemen already. We just give them a bow and get a nice unit there. Good stuff. I'm going to go ahead and get rid of this sticky note, and we'll get back in. Hey, Great Book of Grudges, and hey, Angel of Light. I've been avoiding the chat for just a moment, but welcome on in. Just got off work, resting and relaxing. Awesome to hear. If it's like the grape shot cannons Malachi makes, we know every one of our enemies shall run. That's true. You know, Molly, can you explain from the beginning? Yeah. Did you? Yes, I definitely can. But what did you miss? Hi, all. Happy to make it in time. Again, awesome to see ya. But yeah, no, I can definitely just go back and real quick read on through what we've got. I have to pull my sticky note on up. All right, yoink. So we've got 2 mod units on added in, and I'll just real fast go through those units one more time. Where you at, Zhao Ming? Make it easy on me. Alright, so we've got 2 packs. The Eustace Artillery Pack, which is all about artillery, extra variants for all of our Cathay artillery, and then Dead's units, which is just kind of a nice smattering of all sorts of other things. So for Eustace, we've got the Bolt Thrower, the Mortar, the Firecracker Mortar, the Iron Hail Cannon, and then the Bastion Cannon, which we are capped on depending on the level of maximized Bastion settlements we have, so the Bastion Gates we hold. Once they get up to tier 5, you can have 1 of these things. For Dead's units, we have the Elite Battle Turtle covered in rockets, we've got the Battle Tigers, the Fire Lance Cavalry, the Nangao Riflemen, the Peasant Cavalry Archers, and our RPG Troopers, the Dragon Breath Gunners. Lots of cool stuff. And we can actually already recruit quite a few of them. We just have to... We're going to need them to prepare for what's coming here with Grimgore. Also facing down the Druki in both the north and the south, we've got Zhao the Comet Hall and Cheek on up this way, and Zhao Ming hiding out, or trying to draw more armies across here, because we know they have had a couple of faction... At least they did have a couple settlements down here in the south. So if I can draw Lokir or some of his other strong armies in and just beat them with Zhao Ming, that's what I want to do. We've also got one of our armies rotating back around to defend against Grimgore, who is building up a wall in mountains here, as we know he should be. He just annihilated Greases, so he's going to be looking for a new target to bonk quite soon. As for what we're going to be up to... Apologies. I had to readjust the microphone real quick. As what we're going to be up to, we're going to be real quick building up a few more of our... We definitely need a bit more income, so what we're going to go for is... I'd love to snag... What tier do we have to be at Shangwu for the Palace of Scrolls? Tier 5, of course. Probably the Exotic Animal Tamer then, and the Trade Exchange, as we're making a little bit more cash. Only 69 positive, well nice, is not nearly nice enough. Mine initiating. Gadewind Mountain is fairly safe at the moment, so we go ahead and take this up to next year. That way we can go ahead and snag the Ivory building as well. Hey Timosha, welcome in. Every get that Cathay stream, my level of celestial cultivation rises higher, fair enough. Grimgore doing Grimgore things, i.e. being a massive jerk. He's gonna get even worse as time goes on. As soon as the Ogre, Corn, Breedskin DLC comes out, his boy is going to become an even bigger menace. Just imagine Grimgore with a wall full of Colossal Squigs or Mangler Squigs, because we know one of them's coming. Either one sounds terrifying. Are my cats doing fine? Oh yes, the cats are also fine. It's just, it's member of the family, and I want to make sure I get permission before going and doing any kind of divulging into that. But, you know, everyone in the immediate vicinity of the household is fine. Thank you for asking. Alright then. Do your thing there, Timosha. We shall go ahead and continue our way down along our technology up to the administrative subsidies. Oh, hang on now. Sorry, 20% more base missile damage? Sold. Why didn't I see this before? The Moon Empress shall bind our foes in tendrils of night, and in balance her kiss shall grant our bows new strength. Sounds good to me.
My gift.
Especially with the likes of Big Boy Setang we have here. Big Boy Setang's got the Frostworm Skull, so he has Vanguard deployment, and the entire army has more missile resistance, and then he's got his own wind bow, which is awesome. Don't think we can give him anything else here. We got the Sword of Bloodshed, of course. Sword of Bloodshed. There's not many greenskins that have direct damage spells. but it's better than nothing. So come here, you get an obsidian lodestone. Congrats.
Attention.
Yeah, no more cash or any kind of units. We're gonna just have to wait a few turns. If I remembered correctly, our caravan... Yeah, all of our caravan paths are full of dangers at the moment. This looks like pod racing in Tatooine. You would get shot along the route. So we'll go ahead and just wait for that to chill out a little bit before we send more. And we can just focus on annihilating our enemies to the north here. Skip through everything else in the turn. You thought I forgot that in your Cathay campaign you're not going to give back the Dawi hulls? Let's go to the book 10 times over. Well, see, I haven't fully decided on not giving back the Dawi hulls. We just have to first help out with all the greenskins, and we need to benefit from the monies and the mines in the process. Otherwise, we can't field these armies. Listen, economy. Wartime economy is murder, you see. We're keeping the Dawi alive. No Lord Magistrate for Satang? Not yet. We will give him one, but the fact of the matter is we had... Excuse me, Kurgan Warband, calm down. Oh, they've already been wiped out. Oh, good. This is what I was talking about last stream, too, where Nikai is only one bad auto-resolve away from being wiped out as a faction. I'd like to see him be able to recruit more lords, or at least the faction... Because I know he can, but the faction be incentivized to recruit more so they don't just get wiped out. Of course, I didn't see the Deceiver in our last campaign with... I think it was it Village? He just sat there and he was raiding outside of one of the Empire settlements until he got wiped out, which was just, he sat there the entire game. Oh, good.
You need help.
Now, see, I'm not looking forward to fighting you at all. How much income do we lose? Now we need her in here. I want to come on out and see...
Who needs stabbing?
Oh, good. We need artillery.
Celestial General.
Thankfully, we have Satang, but we need more than just Satang. Alright, but how are things going on the Druki front?
We make poor time on loose side.
They try to take out Jiwan Shi. Well, what's over here in Hai Chai, just to be sure.
I will go.
I can't see. Don't like that so much, but what we will do is move on in and take down Jishu. Nice and simple. So we're probably going to fight this one just because I need the warm-up. I have been writing script for how to play Age of Wonders 4. Oh no! Age of Wonders 4 all morning, and oh, well, sorry Jiwan, you were useless this battle. And I'm a little bit rusty probably. Says the Empire that got their god kidnapped. We got him back. So you can be quiet, you don't even know where your gods are. Dawi. They all disappeared. Just this mic one more time. Plus, we're coming on in. We'll give the settlements back eventually. I do need the gold at the moment. Our armies are extremely expensive. Once Kislev, Erengrad, and Prague are all up to tier 5, and we are getting the gold flowing from there, especially also, what is it, crack a Drac up there with the gem mine. We'll be making some serious cash, and I can start giving the Dawi holds back. I don't know if we'll ever be able to give Crack a Drac back, though. The dwarves have to get into a province adjacent to it for us to hand it back to them. Alright, we're here for some Druki target practice. Plus, who doesn't love the sound of the Jade War Drum? You are the center of our formation here. Jade Warriors. I'm trying to figure out exactly. We like to try to make the kind of the ancient Chinese battle formations. The problem is it's really hard to find any online. Incredibly difficult. We'll go ahead and grab the peasant archers. Have them up front. We'll get everyone readjusted in a moment. I just want to make sure our war drum's in the center. Our archers can nicely layer up fire. Like this and this. Is there any need for this amount of... No. But it looks better, and if you're slaughtering your enemies with style, then you're doing things right. Move up to the corner here, so they've got maximum protection, but are also not getting in the way. Looks like everyone's harmony is active. Or not. Could be. Especially with the drum here. The drum counts as yang, or yin. Really, the drum's yin. No, of course, the drum is both. That would make sense. And then we'll just have our horsemen around the sides. This is mostly just to watch the happy crossbows fire on end. Plus, we can send our Flappy boy in to deal with this other set of dark shards. Dark. Long spears, we're likely not going to need you. But you gotta be in the army, so we'll clear you in the back. Just surround our force here. Get the yin crows, and I'm gonna go ahead and grab a drink too, because my voice is starting to crack too soon. We can't have that. Alright, let's get it. I don't even think we really need to move much. I'll just advance a slight bit, because they're gonna try to go into the woods here. From we activate the disdain of the Dragon Emperor. Send our skirmishers wide. Horsemen, you are not going to be very useful here. Good for running off these dark shards. Nothing really else. Rotate a bit. I'm just going to charge right on into these guys. He will rue the day.
Celestial General!
Get him a Celestial General.
Ancestors guide my blow!
You can go ahead and land. These guys can get closer and shoot them with their pistols. Or not. I'll shot this one guy here. That's perfect. I'll just keep them disrupted. They really went for the conduit there. Excellent strategy. Alright, they're in range. Which means the witch elves are turning into pincushions rather quickly. And since they're in range with their dark shards, I'm going to switch to armor. They're all surrounding him, are they? We'll get them in a second. Let's get in here and watch some battle. Dark shards fire on the crows. How much damage are they getting? They get a little bit. No crows fall yet, though. And now plenty of dark shards shall. Let's make sure all of our crossbows are firing on the same. Nope, they're gone. Same target here now. Glorious carnage. Eventually, our West is gonna pop just because they've lost enough units. All right, archers, your next target is these dark shards. Warriors forward. You're way too close to those crossbows there. They adore taking down a light cav. Dark shards rip to shreds. Infantry, go ahead and take a position here and here. Have all of our bows switch targets to these poor bleak swords. In guard mode, and then just go ahead and turn. I would. This is a bad day to be a Druki. A proper warm-up battle, I'd say. Our bows are incredibly devastating at this point. What are we up to? Just 22. I mean, 22 missile strength isn't a lot, but when you're firing 120 of them, it becomes a lot scarier. Alright, they got wiped out in about a heartbeat. We'll go into the battle there. 2 fell. Unacceptable. It was probably Pistoliers and or Peasant Horsemen here. Oh no, I think it was also Onyx Crowman. They got shot at by these dark shards on the way in. The smirched ancestor grudge. I'm a dog, we am extremely grumpy. Anyway, to afford that affront to the gods another signature in the book for the pointy hat wizard. That's alright. We'll blaze the dwarves again soon and we'll save the day. Strike all the grudges. That needs to be one of the... I think that needs to be a multiplayer campaign we do, where we do a couple of us trying, being all different Dawi lords, just trying to strike all of the grudges out. Something to get going at some point here. And then circling back around Great Book of Grudges, no Magistrate for Stay Take, not yet. Zhao the Comet and the other our other dragon-blooded Hammerbach boy, we're just higher level. So we'll circle to getting a Magistrate for him eventually. I'd just rather not kick out one of our already ranked up DLC lords, which are a little bit stronger than your normal ones, and start all the way from scratch with a magistrate. Cuts to Malekith getting his army curb stomped. I think there's an achievement for beating that campaign while keeping Malekith on side as a military ally the entire time. That may just be a personal one I saw from another campaign. There's no reason to do any kind of damage here, except for I wouldn't mind looting and occupying a Jiju. Maybe not sacking it, but we shall loot the settlement.
Celestial General.
Alright, Zhao. We'll have to bring a G1 back in next turn. That is another settlement claim from the Druki and more lands back under Cathay's control. Because we're fighting the Druki, we definitely need probably both of these resistances. We'll go ahead and first grab Missile. He's flying around now, so they are more likely to target him.
That I would lead more effectively.
I think so too. What do we gain from this province?
Attention.
Contemplation Gardens and the Merchant Caravans. That's not bad. I'll not complain there. Already in balance and everything.
The Iron Dragon.
Okay, so Chimai is pretty much already subjugated. I'm going to move towards Beichai. That's what I thought. Here's Lokir and Hag Green. Nothing. I'm sorry, is that nothing but Dark Shards? I mean, these guys have crossbows and swords both, but still. Oh, good. And the Doomfire.
Do not order me. Yes.
Oh, don't worry, brother.
Very well.
We're on our way.
A path of metal.
I was gonna stay here and lure their men. We'll leave Chimai for a moment. If they start building up an army here, we will come and destroy. I can also tell you to come take Chimai for me. Sweet, for doing that we get 800 gold. Ordering your allies around makes you money. Sometimes. Would be an amazing idea. Then there is that Gromp Brindle player that just deletes Darth Vader from the Wish. Yeah, that's the problem, is you do lose. Well, I guess you are supposed to squash Malekith, I think, for one of the legendary grudges anyway, so probably going for the Malekith buddy campaign is more of a personal thing. Is 30 armor on these peasant spears worth it? So should I trade them? I think we need to trade them out for the Jade Warrior variant, especially with what's coming. We've got the Jade Lions. We need lots of armor. I think. Sometimes Peasant Long Spears just seem to perform better than Jade Warriors. It could just be because there's 160 of them in a squad.
Alchemist of the House of
Alright, Zhumarong. I don't know if there's any use in sending you to do any damage here. Nah, there's really not. Into replenishment.
Hunting for reagents. Emia
Just stay over here.
Erland.
We'll use you as a scout for now, then we'll pop you back into the army whenever we need you.
Fight and be recompensed.
So normal Jade Warriors, you get 120 units instead of 100, so there's 40 more guys in your Peasant Spearmen. And they're much better fighters than your Skaven slaves. I'm sorry. We can get a Divine Lance Battery now? I mean, I see no reason not to. Satang, do you buff up artillery?
Are better than
I thought you were just for bows. It's bows and sky lanterns and junks, huh? Okay, so you wouldn't buff up the demon turtle. But see, I kind of want to have a battle turtle. Welcome, battle turtle. We have no money in terms of money. Caravan dispatch, get out of my face. It's too dangerous for you anyway. You would have a terrible time. Custodians have some missions for us. We might as well get those active. Bounty of hunting down Hagrin and Lokir. Lokir, you poor fool. You're only worth the exact same as that death mage. Though fighting Lokir is a nightmare for literally anyone. Alright, zoom on in here with the Zhao and pass. Keep Malekith alive throughout the whole campaign just to save him for last. Yeah, that sounds more like Grombrindle. Oh no, Lokir failed to spot our ambush. Whatever shall he do? He does have a dragon now, which is a bit annoying. But we are dragon. D's. I think multiplayer campaigns would be more fun if people play different races and roleplay those races. That's fair too. So maybe having a couple of Dawi and then a couple of Elgi? I don't know. If you want to do it more of a co-op campaign, though, you can't really use the Elgi, so maybe a couple of Dawi and Elspeth. See, I'm always down to pilot Wissenland. So, listen, just yes, you can be the Dawi, and I shall be Wissenland, and then nothing shall stand against our artillery. Alright, so here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to give Lokir the opportunity to leave, but I'm going to fight all of his men, which I think is going to be great. So we'll go ahead and start deployment. Actually, take it back. We are going to post the cannons up over here. I want them to be shooting at Lokir the entire time. And also, info screen, you're in my way. Get out of here. Perfect. Zhao Ming, you've got to go up front, be a little bit of a soak. Then we need to kind of look at the line of sight here to see how to best make use of our terrain without losing too many of our own in the process. So let's go probably doubling up on the crossbows. Since we do have naturally more range than Lokir's men, we might as well make use. And does Lokir have any I don't think Lokir's a spellcaster. He's just the most badass of duelists. Yeah, no problem. We have the metal spells. Jade Lances, we're going to basically have you... Can't really hide them in the cherry blossom trees, but do love me some cherry blossom trees. Let's hide them back here instead. Crowman. You're both yen, so we can't use you to buff up the artillery, which makes me sad. Bandits, we'll go ahead and put you up front. If anyone's getting shot, I'm happy to make it the bandits.
Shaper of steel.
The most expendable of our army because they are already harmonious.
Defenders of Cathay.
And we designed something kind of weird. Alright, so one group up front, because Lokir is going to try to charge up and use his Dragon Breath. Not too much of an angle where they're easily flanked, but these guys aren't really going to be able to flank them, are they? Our funky looking crossbow team over here. We've got a lot of bolts to try to catch here. I'm gonna put the Dragon Guard in the back. And just more warriors up along the side. If they manage to break through this first group here. Alright, Impalas of Zunkara. That way for you boys. Who else are we missing? That looks to be everyone. Infantry, crossbows and artillery. And the thunderous ones. Alright, last thing I'm gonna do is just pull these guys back a little bit. And we'll go ahead and give the command to you guys off the start. You shoot Lokir, you shoot in the middle. Increase damage, go ahead and poison for the cannons. Go ahead and get his golden hounds here to disrupt them further. Come on. There it is, all bows. Delete the Lokir. Look at the master run. Also, let's make sure he doesn't come on into our guys here. Lokir getting annihilated. Here comes the fire rain. Oh, perfect. Yeah, look at the master run. You're gonna go ahead and not follow him. He's a little bit scarier than you. Dragon Guard, you come stop. What is going on here? Are they just trying to all run? Loki here got obliterated. They're just trying to run. Alright, you two fire at will off. Cannon shoot here. Fire in rockets here. Or he'd catch them. That master turned and ran for his life. They thought about staying for a moment. What a beautiful ambush. Oh, they split up last second there. They laid me. Maybe flip a few of them? Nah, no such luck. Alright, cannons, get who all you can. 8 lances coming out. Rocket battery's been doing some serious work. Pros. Let's not get taken out by friendly fire. We've done good so far.
Acolyte of secrets. Power of the
Melt their armor on down. We'll try to have the Jade Lances separate here. I may not be able to catch too many of them. Awesome. No, that went fantastic. I bet those 2 units we lost were from friendly fire 100%. Speed that up. Yelgi shall be squashed if they try to kill him first. Loki and his unnecessary dragon. Isn't he supposed to have a sea, like a slithery sea dragon kind of boy, or is it actually he does have a big flappy boy? I have seen in SFO they give him his sea dragon. But what is he meant to have in lore? Or, if anything? Now you make me want to build a PC just for that. Don't tempt me. The sky covered in rockets and cannonballs. And a purple rain. And also boats. And that, kids, is why we love rocket batteries. Is alchemical hood exist in the dictionary? Probably not. Alchemical hood? Zhao Ming will make one. It'll be his next zone in his city. Only those that have transmuted coal into gold are allowed to live there. He's on foot. Ah, fair enough. His alchemical. That's also true. He'll just throw up the hood and he'll strut on out of there. Sparkling gold as he goes. Zhao Ming he's gotta have some sass and some flair. Yeah, 296 kills. She did pretty good too. That Guinness Golden Hounds that ripped through that center went crazy. We didn't even really get to see it. Rest in peace, Kraken Lord. Although his army wasn't as scary as the one that was just full of Doomfire Warlocks. Which is what the Druki tend to create, is just Doomfire Warlock stacks. We didn't even need to venerate. We'll go ahead and grab the pardon.
Release these
Go home, if you can.
insects.
Alright, Kurgan Warband. Guess it is a good thing that Loki was at least given a dragon, because a lot of the Foot Lords you can just run away from, including the likes of Vlad, where you just get them bogged down in one unit and just, you stay here, I'll do something, I'll be back to see you in a moment. Alright, Miao Ying, you've got to claim back the Dragon Gate. In fact, can I tell you to do so? That one. You're in charge of the Bastion.
The Iron Dragon.
HI has very low defenses, I think we can handle it.
You waste my time.
You waste my time.
My visions predict failure.
Is that on the open field? It'll be a little bit more spicy, just because
What
they'll
is
have
this
room to hide the shades.
foolishness? This will fail. No.
But everything here is pretty weak, so... Come here, Hagreen. You need a hug. We can tell. Well, we're now immune to fleet, or storm and reef attrition, that's awesome. And we'll just go ahead and auto-resolve here.
Duty.
Goodbye, Hagreen.
Unity.
We can occupy once more, where we need the gold to be mostly flowing back towards friendly territory, but I don't want to get it all the way back down to 0. Or to base tier. 100 to repair here, 600 to repair here, and we'll go ahead and tear out the dormitories. Rookie Destroyer. Oh no, you have destroyed Sterland. Christmas Town is gone. Others search for the Nemesis Ground, and Tomahawk was slain in battle. How unfortunate. The world will never recover from the loss of Tomahawk. I say we get real aggressive towards Hai Chai. I'd also like to do some more recruiting through global, but we could go ahead and snag some Dragon Breath guns through the northern provinces. And some more Tigers. Zhao, you are the Comet, right? Do you do anything to your own troops, or is it all for yourself? Charge bonus for the whole army. Hang on now. Hear me out. What if we grab some War Tigers instead of our Peasant Horsemen? They have equal charge bonus, and they're Tigers. And they've got how much bonus versus infantry? I'm sorry, 10? Give me, well, probably not through this kind. What if we, how much is it to get them through global? 2 turns. Well, I don't want to do that. We'll get them as soon as we claim Hai Chai then. It'll be dragon, or not dragon, but tiger time. We could also grab a Grand Cannon to help us through the gates. Let's do that. Grand Cannon to help us through the gates, and we'll go ahead and get rid of one of these long spears. And bring Ji-Wan back in. Can you knock over gates yourself? No. Well, you're joining up with the army then. We'll have the battle cats. We'll use the cannons to help us get through the walls. We'll like the auto resolve there at Hai Chai. Awesome. Actually, that's gonna be the end for the Druki, as long as we get Hai Chai and back down here to Chimai quite soon. And it's just the lizard men that are squatting in our territory. Choose the faction name: Alchemical Brotherhood or the Iron Wind Conclave or the Steel Legion. Oh, are we renaming? Are we renaming Zhao Ming's faction?
Celestial General.
More control, man. Our income shot up quickly. We are in balance here, so again, I'm not trying to go for any kind of buildings that are gonna ruin that. Yang Sanctuary is nice for more control, though, that we're not going any kind of negative. Warpstone Desert, I'd like to swap over to making us more research. That's what I'm gonna do. This will kind of fill in for the control we're losing from the Iron Dragon's Edict. Wait, did that one even have any control in the first place? Oh, it didn't. Well, that's unfortunate.
Why does the Emperor...
Here at Shangwu, we've got the extra... Oh, it's the Jade one that's for control. That makes sense. Fully. Okay, well, Jingpo... Really? How... Not many of our places can be upgraded, can they? Yama's Rest. Yeah, we might as well. It's got a landmark in here. Let's go for the Bridge of Heaven then. That way we can grab the upgraded port and the hunting lodge. Now we can go ahead and retrofit your army too. We do need to do it before Grimgor shows up.
Attention.
Fire Dragons need to go in, so we'll go ahead and pop in and grab the Halberdier Jade Warriors. We've got the Doom Turtle, we've got the Halberdier Warriors, and we do need to switch out for crossbows with shields. Whatever we can, because they actually have better melee defense as well. 29 instead of 21, because they have the shield to help them. You guys have not much just yet, and the Custodians are equally kind of poor in terms of what their units look like. That's alright. I also we really want to make a all gunpowder Cathay army, so we'll do gunpowder and fire lances. I think that sounds awesome.
Instrument of the divine.
No points for Zhao Ming. Let's go ahead and pop in and grab. And honestly, the upgraded Plague of Rust is awesome. And then we'll just start grabbing these other passives here for every time he's casting spells.
The Desert Alchemist.
We'll do Earthing for Ji-Wan. She does not have nearly enough health to avoid her to have any kind of miscasts. Multiple miscasts, and she is a goner. Past tense very quickly.
Spreading secret wisdom. Sent by
Take a look up here.
secret
Who are you at war with, if I might ask? Oh, perfect. You and Nurgle can fight for as long as you want. He is strength rank 1, though. Yeah, that's gonna be a bad time. We're gonna want to hold the line at all these choke points and just let Grimgor bring his armies to us. The amount of times I'm gonna flip their names is gonna be just goofy. Alright, no caravan dispatch. Back in here to the final Druki. No, the final Druki stronghold. Yes, rename his faction. He no longer rules as the Western Provinces. Oh, that's fair. So we're gonna call us... I like the Alchemical Brotherhood, sounds great. It's either that or the Steel Legion, but there already is a Steel Legion. Yes, we are now the Alchemical Brotherhood.
I understand. There are important matters to consider.
Hello, Chunky. He wants a defensive... no. Now, if you're fighting Clan Rictus, you are not long for this world. They became just kind of a basic army, or from a basic faction to one that tends to rule the wastes. An earth-shaking wail from beneath the Dragon River, where it said the spirit dragon slumbers, guarding Cathay's ancestors. I can go ahead and take down this sticky note now. While the Emperor makes no pronouncements, the import is clear. His long unseen daughter mourns to see the families of her homeland so divided. Reverend minds act accordingly. Better friends with Miao Yang.
General of the
We will confederate with her
Celestial
soon.
Host.
We weren't for the time being just because I wanted her to get out and keep her lands protected. The AI gets all sorts of cheats on very hard that we don't get access to, so that makes them a good ally as long as they're able to utilize those cheats.
Battle is nigh.
Velavith Emerald Eye. Pyrrhic victory. It'd be a shame not to fight you on the field, so we will do you the honor of annihilating you properly. Grease Gore, the ironically obese. There it is. AI being cheeky, trying to pull you into wars all the time. And it's because I'm pretty positive they have one AI set to playing all the factions. So that's why when the AI goes to your allied factions, they act like they have just zero brains whatsoever. And then they'll coordinate when they are playing everything else. And sometimes it'll seem like your ally factions will try to snag settlements that you really want, just to kind of force friction between you and them. So where normally they'd be fighting another faction, they just kind of trundle up your way and take something that they normally shouldn't. Just one of your important settlements. Doesn't happen often, but I've seen it happen. We've also seen it where that our allies will say, oh yeah, we're coming to help you definitely in that battle, and they'll just disappear. And several allied factions will work together for a siege, which I think we need a little bit of a change. Your allies are very useless compared to the enemy.
The celestial
Alright, cannons. Let's get ready to blast a hole in this wall. And we'll just do the good old layered up peasant archers and crossbows to annihilate everything on our way in.
Crossbowman.
We do outrange those Druki bows, so we can
Jade
wait for a hole to be punched, then move up from there. 2 warriors in the front, 1 warrior in back, and then the spears on the sides. You just have the Thunderbolt, no Meteorite just yet. Honestly, we'll put the cannons up here, that way it's getting access to Harmony. There's no reason to not have Harmony. And then who are we missing? You lot. This way. Peasant horsemen just on this corner and over here. Throw off their deployment a little bit. We'll want to move our own guys a little bit more centralized because this tower over here on the side's kind of weird sometimes. Good to me. Roman over in the rear of all squad and let it begin. Keep one of their groups as we go here. Having a sneeze from the top shelf. You good, Mochi? A double sneeze, bless you. Cannons. Blinking away. One of my favorite audio files in the entirety of the game, honestly. Grand Cannons of Cathay.
They turn the elements against us.
We do the same to them. Alright, they're doing a good job of punching on through. Let's see how far these crossbows can fire, and we'll just be cheeky and walk right up next to it.
Naturally.
naturally. Leave the spears here to pass out their harmony. Everyone else can move on in. They're gonna get down off the walls now. Weakness incarnate. Forward, lads. I mean, look how fast our Comet Boy is. There's no getting away from him. Makes Slanesh warriors look slow. Zooming around. I don't know if we can. We might be able to land in here and get out. We'll see. We'll try. We've also got the lightning to drop on any of these clowns that think they're. Oh, we missed them. But I mean, they're all gonna take a tumble anyway. That's what you Elgi deserve. Let's go bop this Sorceress of Death. Make Zhao's mind ready. Look at this poor lady. Better run. Longma v Raptor. That was pretty weak, lady. Oh, the side, so he's not even looking at you. Continuous side swings. Can she handle it? Looks like the answer is a hefty no. Warriors still can't do anything just yet. I mean, let's go ahead and pull away for a moment. How is she unbreakable? And then drop back down on her head. There is no escape. Only the void. Well done, Zhao. Listen, I'm here for making the fastest Comet Boy in the world every single time now for one of our generals. Go knock down this this tower for me. Everyone else go ahead and start advancing. I'm to bully the Druki. Even the peasant horsemen might be able to do something now. See if we can get them inside the walls. Might backfire on us horribly, but we'll see. There's no blasting holes in the walls themselves here. These Dread Spears are brave. Shoot the walls themselves there, cannon.
I hear the heavens.
Good old lightning ball on this big blob of jerky. Here comes the storm, fools. Or not. There it is. That was an incredibly good lightning bolt. Alright, Croman, where you all at? Single file line coming into the city. Maybe something a little bit different than that. There's just these guys are separated back in the back. Looks like they're sending everyone after our Croman, so let's bring them back outside the walls again. Pistoliers, can you guys make it inside, or are we in a danger zone there? Oh, there are still the shades too. That's right.
Celestial General. Never conquered.
However, as soon as we see the shades, they are quite doomed. Cannons. Help out with this gatehouse here. We'll send you in to kind of get a quick eye on things. Let's go ahead and get crows over here. We can drop them on the ground. That way they're not shot at by the walls. I'm also gonna keep my horsemen up front too because I know they've got shades right here. We'll push them through. You land on their head. We'll go ahead and drop the lightning. Oh look, a big blob of clowns. Drop the lightning here. Our horsemen are about to get shot up by friends. Oh, I see the future. Give it to them instead. These shades. Oh yeah, there's that. Oh, they even used the conduit. Good for you. I swore we would get better charge on them, even if they were spearmen. Alright, horses, let's get out of there. Get out of there. Of course, I mean, go charge these dark shards. Front bowmen fire the bleak swords. Crossbows, you go after these shades. Alright, you get in there after the dark shards, and then we'll have these crows go after that group. You big dumbs. Reload skills what we want here. Jade warriors go follow our lord on in now. If one of you stay up front, keep passing out that harmony buff. But when you go ahead and stop now. Fire the dark swords, crossbows on the bleak swords. horsemen come on in.
Order and the balance.
He's got this whole squad bogged down solo, which is perfect. The enemy gates are yours. The gates, me lord.
March in order the ranks.
Hammers ready.
We'll send our pistoliers around the backside there. Crossbows don't seem to be doing a lot of good. I think they're getting each other's way. They're firing it a little bit, but it's not enough.
First among many. Age of the
That
Celestial
pistol's gonna
War.
stay back here. No reason to go ahead and get stabbed yourself.
Wind and fire.
Run these dark swords down. Roman and horsemen working in tandem. Capture the zone for me, then we can use in the lightning. And you can range those spells, can't you?
Send us out. Moving now. A well-executed
Takes a while for them to activate, but man, when they do, the damage is hefty.
maneuvering.
I thought they had several shades. Where are those hiding?
Martial might. My test begins.
Somewhere in the deep vaults. I'd buff up these horsemen there, this way they don't take any damage from the sky as he emerges. Let's bring these two Jade Warriors up to capture this zone for me. There, we might meet the
Never conquered.
sneaky shades.
Crossbow man.
Alright, now we move up to the next group. Crowman, I'm going to have you go over the top after the little bit weakened crossbows. Those are Hargoneth Executioners. I'd prefer not to deal with them at all. Enjoy the lightning, boys. From the skies. Oh yeah, perfect. There goes half the unit. Good grief. They didn't put up much of a fight, did they? How sad. How fast is he on land? That's something we'll have to check next time. I mean, I'm betting it's the exact same. It's just gonna look weird. Because longbows aren't necessarily normally running around on the ground. Do they have less speed on the ground, the longbow? I don't think they normally do. Either way, we shall science it soon. Astromancer with the gold sword, dropping those lightning bolts that deal insane damage. Thunderbolt super effective on edgy boys and ladies. Who would have guessed? Right, we'll take the decisive win. 64 fall. All of our peasant horsemen, pretty much. Which are going to be traded out for fire lances very soon. Oh, hello.
Our orders.
That gold belongs to me. Our older orders are to reap. The villain, real quick.
Celestial General.
And then you know what? No, we're going to go ahead and do nothing. I'm going to let them rebuild the
Torture
settlement.
and debauchery await
So
within.
we will... Oh, we can't quite make it into the territory, but we'll just go ahead and haul cheek next to. Let them rebuild it a little bit, and then we'll blow it up again. Sounds great. Iron Dragon. We also need to deal with Chimai quickly, so let's go ahead and force them to rebuild one settlement.
Follow the
Stay
iron
here, that
road.
way I can replenish a bit. And we can channel... Yeah, we can go ahead and channel.
Winds. Fuel my forge fires.
Winds. To me. Kunlan up to the next year. I would love that. But before we do, let's go ahead and take a look across the rest of our provinces here. Shang Wu can get an exotic animal market. Love to see it. We need the growth here in Shangyang. Got all the growth buildings we can, except for here in the Shangyang properly. We can already get fire lances. Oh, hang on now. That we need to do. Also, these look a lot like the seals from our recent Age of Wonders campaign there. I wonder what's hidden beneath Shangyang. Probably nothing good. Zhao.
Celestial General.
Yes, yes. I mean, your army looks great. All I want to do is probably trade out all these crossbows, though, so...
I hope one day to see the world.
Man, we gotta do it.
Other.
Why are you back? Face Smasher, what are you doing over here?
Alchemist of the House
You should
of
leave.
Secrets.
General of the Celestial Host.
Let's do it cleverly, then. That way we're not
Attention.
getting annihilated by Grimgore if he comes on over. We just want the base shields for both melee defense and the extra missile resist and block. Oh, Jingpo has the landmark. Let's go ahead and upgrade Jingpo first for 5,200. Expensive. I'd like to see maybe a change where Cathay doesn't have an unpleasant climate for mountains. It seems like they work with mountains quite well with all these different city structures and all the connectivity and the infrastructure and all of the flying machines. It seems like they have no problems with mountains. I want to stay in harmony too here. So we're going to go ahead and remain building nothing. Let's go ahead and upgrade the... Yeah, we'll go ahead and upgrade the Baleful Hills. That we get even more growth out of the livestock pens, and we can also pop in a growth building for Harmony too. Skill points for the Comet. Now he has Titanic Impact. Oh man, if he wasn't strong before... Now his attacks are going to be weakening enemies further, and he can blend with anyone who surrounds him, much like our three-bladed rat friend. Yeah, Roiling Skies is not great. Rand's Thunderbolt, though, putting in some serious work. Also, can you steal technology? I think we had more cash. Hang on now. I would definitely wouldn't mind at least a non-aggression pact for, especially for 2,000. Sure. I don't want any other kind of deal. If you can start claiming more land, I'm happy to go ahead and make buddy with you. But until then, the custodians would like to confederate. I think now is definitely the time. So we'll go ahead and absolutely accept that.
On behalf of Cathay.
Now that we have conquered all of our enemies in the area and we can't really make too much better use of their extra armies, we'll go ahead and take them in under our wing.
Compact.
A compact then. And our money is annihilated. Make any faction join your confederation. We sew our banners together. Alright, so we've got Gong Ming. He's got himself some bolt throwers. I'm gonna kick out just most of his armies here. And Wu, well that's cool. It's not that cool by... Helps our income right quite a bit. We've got New Ni, or New Nie. Listen, my pronunciations here are gonna be pretty horrendous. He's level 10. Hello there, Ming Fawn. I'm gonna take your stuff, and then your army is gone. Goodbye. 6,000 sounds glorious. Now we can see what we've claimed. Nongsheng, actually pretty well built. I don't really need the conscription field. We'll go tear that out. T-Parlor's not my intended. I usually like to go for the Labor Conscription Bureau for making things cheaper to build, but we'll just go ahead and keep moving on up the tier then. Here we'll grab whatever gives us more control, so the Jade Dragon's Edict. We got Jian Shi, which has the staples. I'm going to go ahead and tear these staples out. And same thing with the Nagao Forge in the monastery. Looks good to me. We could also probably grab a... We'll go for the Jade Dragon's Edict. We just don't want to lose too much control. I do not want to spend a lot of time running around and bopping rebellions. we're in balance here because of that. Interesting. We'll just go ahead and take up the Shrine of Yen then, so we remain in balance. How are the caravan routes? Still horrendously filled with Tusken Raiders. You know how it be. No pod racing for now.
For Grand Cathay.
Skip through there. You only got 1,000 gold left, so we'll probably just go ahead and pass the turn over. Miao Yin, can you go ahead and deal with the village, please? He's scary, but he's not that scary. Look at him. You just punch this guy, and you avoid this one. Easy. Can you... I mean, I didn't realize you could rename the factions. Where's that at? Is it up in here? I thought that was just a mod that allowed you to rename the factions. Okay, we'll come on into the faction summary in a moment.
Upon my boots.
Whoop de whoop. Where do you rename them at? Top right corner, this thing? Help pages? Oh, I see. Oh, it was the Alchemical Brother. I guess it's gonna be the Steel Legion. I didn't even realize this was here. Thanks for pointing that on out. I thought you had to do this with just your with a mod. So now we are the Steel Legion. Or the rest of Western provinces. Alright then. Ah, that makes sense. They bought it right after I just did it. That's all right. Zhao Ming, onward. I guess we wouldn't be the Steel Legion then, would we? We'd be the Iron Legion. Excuse me. Because of the Iron Dragon. The Iron Legion. There. Awesome. Go ahead and stamp out the last of the Blessed Dread. Not almost the last of them. We'll sack the settlement too. That is a lot of gold. We've got the Yin Hex Research, so the Moon Impress, we already read that one in, but more base damage for all of our bow units. For all of our Yin units in general. And mission successful. We somehow... I guess it's rounding up for us. We'll take it. Oh, how the Iron Dragon loves rounding.
Shall know an Iron Master.
So it claims it's changed, but it also doesn't change it. So we know in heart. Alright, Zhao. Give you that point into evasion then, or metal shifting. Base weapon and armor piercing damage. In tandem with the strength of Yang is pretty decent. How poor metal shifting. It's half the strength of the strength of Yang. We might need a little bit of a look at our metal passive then, I think soon. If it's just half the strength of Yang. Yes, you do have an effect range on this one, but that's double the power. We'll just go ahead and grab that. We're layering up every time we cast spells. Every one of our melee troops are getting stronger. We'll go transmutation here. And what kind of technology are we looking at? We've got the Hex. Dragon Scales will be great for more armor for all of our Jade Warriors in general. Yeah, we're gonna ignore that. We'll go through the Chelonian stance into administrative subsidies.
My gift to the people.
To the people. Read the salt flats here. Did you go ahead and repair this for me? Almost all of it. See, that's exactly what I wanted. Thank you so kindly. I'm sorry, what? Well, I guess this does work fine for me because it gets rid of our peasant horsemen that I was going to anyway.
For honor, not fame.
Listen, they're being upgraded. They're not dead. It's fine.
Take this and hold it.
There goes. Faction did not say it's destroyed. That's never a good sign. How many more settlements do they have? They have one? Where? Oh, down here. Oh, really? Leaves you all along. A nest of scum and villainy. We'll be there in a moment. Spirits of Shanlin are malevolent treekin, but they don't tend to ever leave their jungle, so I'm fine with making friends with them. The Lauren agrees to your proposal. Yeah, we'll try to live in harmony with the evil purple screaming trees. The Saberskin tribe's still up there too. Fighting their way across. They're snacking on some rats. You gotta try to be friends with all the ogres, right? Oh, recipe. Plus, if they can rebuild, we can actually get some ogre allies like we were always supposed to. The Great Orthodoxy, sure. Azazel doesn't tend to be very nice to you. You're gonna get the chair soon there, Castelton. Just you wait. In fact, I am. Oh no, they're down to one settlement. The Skaven are on their way. Oh man, that means I'm gonna have to deal with Rictus soon too.
Sacrifices to Mathlan.
Sacrifices to Mathlan.
The Kraken Lord comes.
Yeah, you don't have nearly enough you're offering me, so I'm gonna come down there and take your things. That's just how it works. Here in Jianxi. We really need the walls wherever I can, so we'll go ahead and grab the Yin walls, and I'm gonna grab the Yang conscription. No, not the growth. So good old labor bureau. We're still conscripting people, but for labor instead of for combat. Probably both just as dangerous, but you will make lovely bricks for our wall. I don't really care that much about the... Well, I guess as I say that, Grimgore being that close to us makes me care a lot more about the walls, but let's see about everything else first. Nongchang. Are we lacking growth buildings? We are not. So I think it's a good idea to get our Nangao Forge up and going somewhere. You need all the way up to a Fire Rain silo to even recruit in the fire... that's why. But yeah, you need the Fire Rain silo to get the Lancers in the first place. So yeah, we'll come on over and grab us a a Nangao Forge. Your two settlement provinces tend to be better for military anyways, simply because there's less overall settlements to make cash from. Upgrade Shilong as well. I guess I will go ahead and upgrade the walls where I can. There are all sorts of events that'll kick up that'll make your yen buildings cost way more to actually build. And I am happy to drop into yen harmony for a moment. That way we get a little bit more growth here too. Just boost growth up in Shenyang as much as possible. Alright, sweet.
Zhao Ming.
Zhao Ming. Now we come up through global and we grab some Jade Lances. Or some Battle Cats. No, I do want some Jade Lances. We'll do Jade Lances first, and then we'll grab some Battle Cats. Probably in place of the Peasant Long Spears. Or, I'm sorry, probably in place of the Pistoliers and the Onyx Crowman. That way this army has a little bit more cohesion. Makes more sense to use.
Of the divine.
For a second, I read that predicted income was quadruple 6. That's a whole new level of demon there. Whole new level. I think we'll go ahead and grab... I always like Eastern Fires. You already have the Sure Aim for your Peasant Crossbows. Let's actually do Sure Aim and Mighty Charge. So I want this army to have Fire Lances.
Leader of men.
Go final point into Thunderbolt there. Satan, you got some points. Awesome.
Celestial General.
Alright, bud, we need more crossbows.
And be
Go ahead and kick these two guys on out.
We will defend the bastion instead.
Who will defend the Bastion instead? I don't know. Such a tough call. I was wrong. We can recruit. No, it's saying we have to have an additional building. Keep trying to bait me into thinking I can build them. Recruit in some more lads with some spicy lances. Alright, well, onward to the next turn where we wipe out the Truki.
Forbidden elixirs.
Forbidden elixir. Shh, quiet. Don't tell people. That's how you get us in trouble.
You are governed only by spite and stupidity.
And you have a dumb-looking helmet. We call for a cessation of hostilities. That's even less gold than last time, so you can shove it. They're coming to steal your things. This is just a Cathayan land boat? What's going on here? That's like a boat to me. It is. It's a boat they've got propped up really high. Huh. I figured for a second it might be dry docks, but that's way too far inland to be dry docks.
The celestial.
Alright, Zhao Ming, let's go ahead and sail down this river.
This way.
Show them the true meaning of war. Granted, we will stop replenishing once we get into uncontrolled waters. Let's go ahead and sit here and just kind of keep an eye for a turn or two. That way we can do some replenishing.
You will obey.
Oh, perfect. Now I have an opportunity to grab these long spears, get rid of them, and grab us the Dune Dragons.
Willing participants.
Willing participants. Yeah, these poor guys, they're wearing... Well, it's neutralized warpstone armor, but it's still warpstone armor. And then you all can have the Grace of Kuai Yin. Especially since you have Satang. Alright, I'd say we continue to keep an eye on Grimgore, but we're just gonna keep calling him Greasecore. But we're not going to make our move yet. You're gonna get smacked. Lumber mill. Also, I'd much rather finish off everything here in Cathay, meaning these lizards. We really can't settle in most of the settlements they have very well. We have Fuchao, though, which is our best port. So we will be at war with them. Let's go ahead and grab the wares marker here. Or if I do want to boost us further into yen, let's do so with... control at max and 5 control. We do need better control to help us with our growth. So I'm going to go ahead and go for the conscription office.
First among warriors.
Let's go ahead and bring you lot
Warriors,
forward.
sons, with me.
So they are keeping an army here just in case, or to be, I don't know, just to be spooky. We can also move on down here and start going after the undead.
General
I think Zaytang would be fantastic at fighting the undead. So we'll leave Zhu here to keep an eye on the greenskins. If they attack, we may not have time to rotate, but in the meantime, we can start bullying us some undead. We have some proper fights.
My dark path is set.
My dark path is set. Alright, Crusty Palpatine, we'll come back to you later. Right, one turn we've got those lances. Can I get a secondary one, or have I spent too much gold? I have spent too much gold indeed. I'm gonna go ahead and pop out the Clears here. They have done good work, but instead we want War Tigers. War Tigers all day.
Fire and metal shall save us all.
Indeed, I think these two armies are more than capable of cleaving everything down the coast here. So we'll set you to fighting the undead, and we'll start building up another force pretty soon to, with a magistrate that we can swap the armies over. The magistrate will build up an army we want for Zhao to have. I think we'll probably specialize you for the bulwark of Wei Jin. We'll have you defending against all the greenskins.
Through banishment, I
Anti Yin Yin did it again. Yeah, Yin Yin, real good at losing all her lands. Can you imagine that when all the dragons are eventually in Cathay? I don't know how you stop Cathay then. Unless you make sure there's a kind of different events that pop up to add some intrigue between the different provinces, which there definitely would be. They get into arguments all the time. Alright, Dragon Gate is about to be attacked. Gelt doing just about nothing down here.
Friendship is more valuable than gold.
Friendship. We're best of friends, correct? I mean,
I
usually.
crave.
I don't mind having our cab a little bit wounded. Let's get going.
Come on, blows.
Better watch your mouth. Shimon is quite nice to you.
Instrument of the divine.
Yeah, well, we'll continue to allow Miao Ying to try to hold against the forces of chaos up here, and I'm gonna haul Cheek down to start fighting the lizards.
March with speed.
We'll set up in Beichai and grab one more of the Jade Lances. And then I'll probably get rid of one Peasant Archer for another Battle Cat.
Undeserved.
Or no, these Crowin for the Battle Cat. Want the armies to have a proper theme to them. So I think this many Jet Lions against the Undead is gonna be fantastic.
Advance without heroics.
Haven't seen any of them really at all. Saytang, come take a look. Yeah, there's no real undead in here. Here's Frederick. Here's what we'll do then.
General.
Sneaky mode.
Humility in all things.
100% chance to succeed. That's pretty sneaky stuff there, bud. Celestial Lake, we'll go ahead and grab the growth building. We like making money. That is a tier 3, so we'll go ahead and just grab more growth here. Let's go ahead and grab the Labor Conscription Bureau. Better control here too. And only -2 control. Gross. What's our research rate at? 112%. Yeah, we're getting there. Once the buildings are all kind of built up properly here, we can start swapping all of them over to the Iron Dragon's Edict and really start powering through our technology. Alright, you do your normal thing where you step up in here, just take a look, and then come on back in down into friendly territory. Only the one army here, so we could easily hold them off on you. If they bring another squad, it's gonna be a little bit more difficult. Let's go ahead and grab our Lord Magistrate, Fervent Questioner, or Irascible. I like Muji, the Fervent Questioner.
The Lord Magistrate stands
Indeed, because I have been rewatching my way through, or I guess catching up with Demon Slayer. We're going to name you Yoriichi.
The Iron Dragon.
What was it? Yeah, it's like that. So you were Yoriichi, even if you're not quite as hardcore as him. You have a cool hat, at least.
The Lord Magistrate
I'll give you
stands
Sword of
ready.
Bloodshed, because you're going to be definitely needing that. A Lodestone. And a Helmet Discord. Use a Volpal Shot.
An upper hand, indeed.
Upper hand, indeed. Oh yeah, you don't even have a weapon yet. Hang on now. You need the Obsidian Blade. Weapon strength and armor piercing damage sounds perfect for a big bonk hammer like you. Terrifying Mask of E is actually pretty hilarious. Normally he doesn't cause terror, I think just fear. Anong Chang, definitely more money. Growth and money. We hold down here with Zhao Ming, where we'll be finishing off the Druki here next turn. Unless I've got a hidden fleet over here or something. Yuo Li Chi, is that what you'd like him to be? You'd like him to be named? We can get our next one named that. The Stone Whisperer. Alright, fine. Then we'll next get one of our generals. He'll be named with the hammer. He'll be named Yorichi.
Get out of
Lokir's
our
back.
fire and metal.
Let's see if he has what it takes.
You were nothing.
Li Zhu is just a normal settlement. You have nothing but spearmen. I am nothing, huh? Excuse me. Those are my lances. Leave those alone. I guess we did need to let them replenish a little bit more before jumping into battle. And such is the way. I'm thinking we're gonna see a whole bunch of explosions here and a lot of chunky salsa. Alright, start to pull in. Actually, because I'm coming back, I'm circling back around to your comment about Yin Yin. Are we thinking that when they bring in Yin Yin, she's going to be swapping places with I'm thinking she's going to be swapping places with the Jade Dragon, and she's going to be in charge of not either she'll have a split start or she'll be in Fuchao and Lustria. But I think she will take over in Lustria for her brother. That was always her kind of unfortunate story anyway. I know they spun it so that it's Zhao going to basically pick up where she left off or where she failed. Or not Zhao, but Yuanbo, but it doesn't, still is one of those where that's only the case in Immortal Empires, because it does still have the, in your Realms of Chaos, which is the actual story. This is actually a place we can fire. Yeah, it is. So the Realms of Chaos, which is your actual story, you're actually claiming places in Cathay that are either under the control of lizardmen or that the lizardmen are interested in for whatever reason. And those are what you're empowering instead of the random strange places in Lustria itself.
Praise the dragon!
It's a need really to have them in the woods here, but
Cannons!
especially because we can make them suffer over here. I don't know why we left our hill here. Put the cannons on the outskirts, that way they don't get blocked by the woods so much, and the firing rockets don't really care about woods. They'll explode you either way. So banditos, warrior crossbows, same as we kind of did last time. Now the drum can go in the center. Oh wait, we don't have a drum here. I swore we did. We don't have a drum, but we definitely need one. Drums in every single army. Plus Zhao Ming will still be buffing those drums because they count as infantry. Alright, we get a little bit more of a tortoise shell formation here.
Stone and steel.
Let's spread these guys about a little ways further apart that we're not getting each other's way. There's a whole bunch of blocking friendly fire, even with bowmen. Lances will keep you back to back. Long one off to the side. Croman, same. Our Dune Dragons and the other Celestial Dragon Guard. And then our reserves. Alright, lad, let's leave one of our reserves here. Well, if we get the Jade Lances, that'll be fine. Alchemist and Zhao Ming up front. Perfect stuff. We'll go ahead and take a quick look at our Dune Dragons because I do so love the Warpstone armor.
The Emperor blesses us with range superiority.
And melee superiority because look at these neutralized Warpstone weapons. No negative side effects except for your foes, who have lots of lacerations and bleeding and stuff. It's all sorts of negative. Thankfully, though, your side doesn't have to worry about it. Alright, groups made. Let's go ahead and move forward. Yeah, they are going to stay back, but we can move up and start harassing them pretty effectively here. Move my formation up. That way they can't really make use of the woods at all. Unless the lance is wide. That way they're getting caught by Lokir very easily. We can wait a few seconds to get it for faster power recharge. That is your only set of dark shards. Would be a shame if something happened to them. You have regeneration, look here. He does, but only if he's in melee, so let's go ahead and weaken him a bit. Is there any way I get a good wall of wind and fire? Let's just see. Maybe is the answer. Wall of wind and fire, go! Fireball flying towards... Oh, you miscast. Come on now. They're just gonna stand there and let it happen. Are you sure about that? Alright then. Didn't do that much damage. I will go ahead and just do the Searing Doom here, see if they dodge it. Looks like they're just sitting in one spot. When you run very hard, they do tend to at least try to dodge. There they go. Alright, so they all are at least actively dodging. Alright then, what is happening here? I know I told you did not give you boys any kind of orders. Get back in formation.
Praise the dragon!
Really, they took all that damage and they are not advancing. Oh no, here they come. It took them a second to realize that those spells did indeed hurt. Yin Yin needs to be somewhere else. She will never want to go to Lestria again, seeking quarrels with either Nagaroth or the Southlands. Anything for Father's admiration is she's really aggressive and expansionist. Okay, so you think we're gonna go for after in the timeline? That's a fair assessment, I'd say. Yin Yin is extremely impetuous and aggressive. That's kind of her. Whereas Miao Ying is cold and aloof. They made sure to tell us many times. Not so much with her sister. I'll keep running on away. We'll bring Lokier in, same as last time. If I can get the crows going wide, though. The same thing with the Fire Dragon, where he is also extremely aggressive. Alright, cannons, do your thing. Don't really want the firing rockets to fire on him. Did a little bit soon. That Iron Dragon, get him. He's gonna go ahead and final transmute. He's gonna be healing. Now Lokir's trying to escape. I mean, now you're really in range. All the being wishy-washy about his opponents was actually working out at his advantage there. Go for the bombing run over these poor clowns. Fall back a bit long, but if you go ahead and just smush them for me, it'd be awesome. Alright, again, Lokir buys the dust. Plague of Rust and a whole bunch of crossbows, always effective. Back on fire will for you there. Get his golden hounds upgraded in this poor blob of baddies. Get back up in the sky there with you. And Zhao Ming. A wall of wind and fire to be disrespectful. Longbows, go ahead and get moving, otherwise they are going to start firing those dark shards at you again. Unless we land on their backs there. Now the Drugi destruction. First Bluff Kunlan, you saw it went off as he was in combat there too. Flipping several of those dark shards on their way in. Let's go ahead and do the single metal cast on this group. Gonna keep moving through them.
Great pride!
They thought they were gonna. Oh, a nice dodge on their part, though. Alright, Longma, you're in a bad spot. Go ahead and get out of there. Alright, sweet. Imagine we have our secondaries at a Longma. Then they can really punch in together. Alright. They tried their best, but their best wasn't enough. But he knows how to control his anger-ish. That is true. He's just more, I guess, more known for being less than thrilled with his station. He feels like he's not honored for what he's doing, even though his job is, as he feels, as important as the Great Bastion itself. Facing off against the Tiger Men and the Koreshi snake people and all that stuff. When, of course, the Monkey King causing as many problems as he can. I don't know, we haven't heard any information for a little bit. I'm quite keen for some more info on the next DLC. Just any more snippets of information. From what it seemed and sounded like in their last dev diary, it seemed like they were getting very close to wrapping things up there. Hopefully we'll get some more information soon. Although at the same time, as we've been talking about Grimgore this whole time, Grimgore is going to get a huge boost. Grimgore with Mangler or Colossal Squids. We don't exactly know what's coming, but they did basically drop the word Colossal several times on purpose. We're betting at least Colossal Squigs, but so that just imagine Grimgore with some Colossal Squigs on top of his Black Orc armies. Were you lost? That's what we like to see. Li Zhu has been purified. And now we've got the Righteous Lances of Wei Jin.
The Iron Dragon.
Which I think we'll go ahead and grab in over these Jade Lances right away here. Merge these boys on up, pick this group out,
Have we displeased
and
the
grab it.
Emperor?
No, you're being upgraded. We're giving you new weapons and horses.
You will obey.
Have we displeased you? I thought it was only the Chaos Warriors that acted real sad when you disbanded them. Yeah, but even in March, oh, this is a remnant of battle. We're good. Should the southern provinces and mountains of heaven get an expansion, I'd like to see if the Games Workshop either gives the Arcane Phoenix or a new kind of Vermilion Phoenix. Vermilion Warbird, yes indeed. Interesting to see what they do for the Vermilion Warbirds, because I don't think they're supposed to be very big, are they? They are in all of the Sky Lanterns and Sky Junks, but I don't think they're very large. So maybe we could get like a smaller, kind of like your Great Hawks, so like a 12 model monstrous infantry or monstrous flying cavalry. What are they? Monstrous flying cavalry? I'm not sure what they are. Tribute to the sea gods. Your followers will come up on to 2 shipwrecks. Battle at the sea pleases not just the gods of war, but the gods of sea as well. Salvage from such a vicious battle is possible. Sea gods demand their tribute. Like fill cargo. Some gold and some wax sealed rations. More upkeep reduction and attrition reduction as well.
Instrument of the Divine.
Okay, we'll have you pull back into Beichai then for some
Our ancestors
have
global.
delivered us safely. And what do we have here, Li Zhu?
Celestial.
I've got a dock set up alright. That's fine.
Fire and metal.
But since they do make mention of those Vermilion birds a couple times, I bet we're gonna see them as a unit pretty soon. Whenever Cathay does get its expansion like you're talking about there.
Of the Sky Road.
Arcane Conduit. Sounds good for G1. Get the powder magazine in at Nongchang.
The dragon.
As soon as up to the Fire Rain silo, we can get the rocket. We can get the rocket. We might be able to get the rocket lads now. Hang on. No, we can start getting the Cathay and Firecracker mortars though, which I'm excited to try out.
The dragon's love is in doubt.
here in the Bridge of Heaven. I think we need to go all in on a growth. If we go into Yang. Yang actually drops control. Oh, Yin's your control-based one. Interesting. I got those mixed up. We'll swap over to the T-Parlor then. That way we can try to build up control that way too. We don't have as many of those control buildings here. I prefer not to deal with that rebellion. Control's going to start writing itself there before too long. We're going to go ahead and name this guy Golichi.
The Iron Dragon knows.
He's got a long name. Oh, well, let us do it. We'll just make him a Yuolichi. I guess we could do...
Commander of the great city.
There we go.
Hope one day to see the world
Add it in properly.
other than the battlefield.
Oh, okay. Well, I guess he's decided that the war with us is on.
I think not.
I will not.
I think not. Alright, Satang, back in with Zhao. Wiggle, 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 wiggle.
Celestial General.
Have you start moving on your way on down this way too. We can't have you recruit any troops, but we can start moving.
I'm special.
Don't like to see that. I'm special. Don't like to see that at all.
Humility in all things.
Brother, you're good. Just stay here in
At last,
ambush. I think we can handle the armies one at a time.
I'll have your
The number
soul.
of crypt horrors is going to depend on our it's going to change our number of casualties quite a bit.
Servant of the dragons.
Okay, I get he hasn't been moved. I get it. We'll go ahead and skip through the rest of here and end the turn. I'd like to end the turn back with our zombie watchers. I wasn't paying attention. I see Gorge is attacking, huh? He was minding his business for a while, but I think they saw Satang and it made him very nervous. As a 2-story tall stone monstrosity tends to. Especially with the fire angel wings, it tends to add extra stress effects. +3 fear. Alright. They have mobilized. Nubbly Gorge has been upgraded, which means they're probably just kind of sitting up here for an invasion. I don't like to see that, so let's fall back a little ways into our own territory. That way we try to catch anyone going into March.
Ancestors.
I don't want to get caught.
guide us.
Now the Lizargs are gone. And Gongmin Yu Win is ready for duty. As is a Minwu and Niu Nie. And also Ming Fan. Can't forget about Ming Fan. The Dragon Emperor has seen countless species rise and fall, and can teach us much of them. The ancient Chelonian turtles possessed nigh unbreakable shells. This we can recreate with wood and steel. So everyone's gonna have to be wearing a we've got the Ninja Turtles now, for all of our spearmen. It seems like to be a little bit unwieldy.
These illusions of distant water. What magic is
Get on
this?
down here.
General.
What we'd have you build up?
City commander.
I think we need a Doom Turtle in every single army, right? That seems to be a necessity. And then for the oncoming invasion of the undead, let's grab a couple of Jade Warriors with halberds. Our Sky Junks will be pretty useful too. We'll dump either the Sky Junks or the other Lanterns. Or sniping out Necromancers. We've got income producers we can do. Cattle Ranch here sounds awesome, and then we can go for even further Indian with another T-Parlor. And Shilong will go for the Yang Inscription Office to help out with control. We'll be in Yen for control, and also the Inscription Office to help
Celestial General.
with that as well.
Building hard.
Bei Chai for you, Comet.
The Iron Dragon.
And I think Iron Dragon, it's time to start stamping out these lizard men that should not be living here. So then, we move on the Lee Temple. Declare war, and I'm going to let my allies stay out of this one, that way they can keep their conscience. Your demise will be swift.
Glorious bloodletting.
Will it now? You don't even field armies. Hello there, Lizardman. Goodbye, Lizardman.
Infinite might of
We'll fight at least
Shanya.
one of the battles against these last defender armies here.
Ever
The fact that there's no more Nakai, though, means they are pretty much doomed. Deep in the mountains of southeastern Cathay lies a secluded temple dedicated to the study of the mysteries of yin and yang. And gives you a lot of gold, too. We will simply grab in the Labor Inscription Bureau.
Alchemist of the House of Secrets.
Take
Emiya
one. Oh
Era.
no. Hang on now. What's happening here?
You dare approach me.
Uh-huh. So you're at war with
Mook will be
the Legion of
yours
Asgore,
tonight.
and you're stacking up over here, are you? That makes a lot of sense, especially since the Legion of Asgore is over here on this side of the map. That's not good. Means he's preparing to go after us instead.
Master of Elixirs.
Alright, well, we need this ambush to work out for us. Celestial Lake, Great Bastion. The Dragon Emperor's Wrath would be good to help Miao Ying. And the Celestial Lake would be great for helping out with our control, but I think we need to keep it on the Bastion. We have an extra summon of warriors and more defensive supplies by 2,500. And you've got your walls built, right? Perfect. We can fall back there if we really need to. It's gonna get spicy.
Boys done.
I'm excited.
I shall be sad.
All action. Alright, come on, Undead. No one here but us birds. Just right up the trail. You know, Grimgore gathering here like a squad of horrifying, murderous cockroaches. I'm not here for it. Alright, Bastion threat has been lowered further. Northern Province is doing very well. Our province, war coordination target was lost. So you took them out, but we... Interesting. Who knows? Thanks for securing the Bastion. Now you're going to hold the line against Zatan. Which, as long as they get the Bastion settlements built up, she can hold very easily. Alright, Zhao Ming, we need to quickly wrap up these Lizardmen cities here, so let's go into March.
Faster! Faster!
Faster. Faster. Go into March. Yeah, we don't really care about replenishment here, so we'll just
Driven by
get just
rage.
moving. Ji Wu shall fall, and I mean, we are friends with the elves here. The Tower of Ashung is not really a settlement I care about, so we can go ahead and conquer that and give it to them and then move on. They can have these two kind of easily garbage settlements. That works for me. What doesn't work for me is where are the undead?
General of
Say
the
saying, please go
Celestial
find out.
Host.
So our their ambush is working too well, so they can't. I don't trust that at all.
Serve from the front.
Yeah, you move up just a little bit.
Soldiers of the
100%
dragon.
chance to succeed in an ambush is something I would much prefer. Swap you into in-camp
Food and
stance.
rest is scheduled.
Doom Turtle takes 2 turns to recruit. Just figuring that out now. I'll go ahead and grab in the crossbows. And Angao rifles, I think, are going to be less effective against the undead and more effective against the greenskins. What army do I want to make? These Juggernaut. This art here for the Juggernaut looks incredible. The one in the background, too. Well done, whoever made this. Only has 4 shots, though, which I don't really like. They're really they're not even really all that defensive, but they're... What are these things? Like low ammunition count, fiery cannons, flame cannons, which with very low ammo. Okay. Let's go ahead and take a quick look at our allied recruitment.
The Iron
Northern Province, or the Golden Order's starting to get some other items in here, but they're really not doing much military building at all, are they? Alright, such is the way. Yeah, the comment will go ahead and kick out these
You will
crewmen.
serve Cathay elsewhere.
You will serve Cathay elsewhere.
No shame in being a civilian.
Grab these lances and some more battle tigers. What else can we put in this army? Really, Cathay lives with their artillery. Maybe we should try the Juggernauts. We've already got something for deleting a small... Well, let's try a Juggernaut. At least figure out what they do.
Humility in all things.
Bring some of our smaller settlements there. Looks good to me. I think we're gonna continue to wait on...
but with new
Look at this.
purpose.
Look at this nonsense.
Now's the time.
Now is the time, and the Legion of Asgore is almost gone too. So I guess as soon as they are there, that's probably why they're gathering there. As soon as they're dealt with, they're coming after us. And that peace treaty is making them friends quickly. Caravan dispatches are still incredibly dangerous the whole way, so we chill.
The dragon expects.
The dragon expects.
Speed and unity win the day.
Level's all filled up. Yeah, might as well give you some battle cats too.
Chaos and harmony can exist together in this world.
Just to keep saving. She has all the way up to some really good equipment. We just need to actually build up some Legion's points with her. How is Shenyang? Shenyang's looking good. We just need to get a little bit more cash. Probably closing in on being able to promote next to the next tier too. Oh, there we go. We finally got an ambush on Gorst. We can give you lads and lasses stock. Before you got magical attacks on that group, what about... Yeah, magical attacks on our Doom Turtle. That's the way. And then the standard of wage in on one of these Jade Dragons. Or Jade Lions. You gotta do the ambush against Gorst. You got to. I'll get practice, boys. Gorst, of course, has one of the most lame defeat traits in the entire game. He just gives you poison attacks. But then here's the thing. The next time you fight him, his army isn't going to care about your poison attacks, so... I mean, that's a thing. I think it'd be cool if it gave you also... So whatever lord you have there immune to contact effects, there may be another defeat trait that already does that, though. But defeating Gorst, instead of giving you poison attacks, which he can ignore... should probably just give you something different. You got the knights at the very back. I'm just going to ignore them. We'll do what we did last time. Set up along their path they have to take. Oh, that's messed up. What am I... Huh. Is it just the terrain itself that's causing... Oh no, that's a straight up turtle. Look at you. He's happy to be here too. Doom Turtle with the fire rain rocket on his back. Yeah, no, that's great. It's funny imagining Gorst walking with a whole army of skeletons and zombies. He's just walking to our settlements. The Undead Crusade is on its way.
Never conquered.
They're not going to get very far, but they're on the way. Landed you hang out here with the Doom Turtle. And then we go ahead and set up the rest of our crossbows as such. Go ahead and have you two in the front. You three behind. The Grace of Kuai Yin in the middle. Grace of Kuai Yin are so incredibly useful.
Order and balance. Crossbowman.
think Sisters of Avalorn, but
Dragon crossbows.
give them Celestial Dragon crossbows instead. Jade Lions as our kind of strange checkerboard here. Give the Jet Lion charge in and stop Gorse from using any of his spells right off the bat.
Warrior.
Let battle commence.
Warriors in the woods. Warriors run up this side. And then our lances across the way to keep the enemy Black Knights at bay.
Never conquered.
They tank up front. No, probably not all the way up front. We'll put you behind because you are artillery.
Celestial General!
And our general also up front. Glorious. So we really only need to grab you two in a group.
As one.
Our
Jade warrior.
infantry with the lions.
Shenyang's faithful!
And our missiles.
Steel.
And cav.
Jade lancers.
Crossbow.
Guard mode. Let's put the battle turtle a little bit further up the hill. That way we don't have any issues with friendly fire. Awesome. Let's do it. Wind bow. Hit the Gorst.
Wind.
Fly in
Fire.
the Gorst.
Really. Understood.
And watch him disappear. He's alive for now. Get Lion silences all of his spellcasting. What's going on, friend? Oh no, you're healing. It's not working. I mean, it's trying, but there's another swipe. And then that's that. Go ahead and pull away. Let our artillery and such do the work now.
Jade lancers. Wind and fire.
Lances come through just in case. So we have all the other lions to get up and get involved too. You're chasing with the bats. Bold strategy, Cotton. Where did his Dark Knights go? Yes, we'll go ahead and lock them in place, like right here along this bluff. That'd be perfect.
Jade lancers.
Look at them toting and fleeing. Oh, they got away from him. You rascals.
Our ancestors decree!
Doom Turtle, you're just firing fire rain rockets, right? Turn this way.
Cavalry.
Seeking Cathay's foe.
Oh yeah, real good accuracy on it too. They made it to the front line. Whatever shall we do? You guys charging this way, same thing here.
Never conquered.
Got the Jet Lion, or the Jade Lion breath. 4 days. Did a really good job of dodging our
Jade
ancestors.
lancers.
Alright, Turtle, go ahead and fire this way for me.
Our ancestors decree.
Let's go ahead and just charge in. They're just gonna go and try to run.
Celestial
They are not trying to fight at all. Friendly fire here on this lad. Let's go ahead and pull them back.
The celestial faithful.
Celestial fury.
The celestial faithful.
Oh, no, don't advance. Fire crossbows, please. Doom Turtle, this is your perfect blob right here. So instead of shooting something like, I guess it just shoots all of them at once, kind of like a cannon.
Praise the dragon!
This is a rocket cannon.
Defenders of Cathay. Jade lancers.
That lance is go ahead and pull
March in
through.
ordered ranks.
They think of some awesome combat animations, especially for an archer. Too close to really get maximum damage, but it still looks incredible. Alright, no, I'm here for the Doom Turtle. This is a fantastic unit.
By celestial decree.
And we've got them. Increasing quite in also. I wish we had more magical crossbows in there somewhere. How are the lion stats? That's a good question. 62-46 on the attack and defense, and 42-63, so not bad at all for a single entity. They are fighting pretty much on par with most heroes at very elite tier. Gorst deserves this. I hate him with a passion. Fair enough. I'm not spending on 60 melee defense, never. It's similar to your Dawi. That's a proper Dawi cat there. Their armor is a little bit meh, but very good overall stats themselves. They're good at dueling. Not so good when they get bogged down in big groups of infantry. But for shutting down mages like Gorst, Jet Lions, chef's kiss. They're perfect. The AI tends to be clever enough to not fall for the missile mirror, so if you activate missile mirror on one of their missile troops, they will just tend to stop shooting. Which, I mean, that makes sense. You would too if you saw it, but I'd like to see the missile mirror actually happen a little more often. Stone Lions are okay. Better use with infantry rather than monstrous units. Are you meaning the ones we have here? I'd like to see maybe smaller, like proper just stone lions, maybe terracotta lions. As, again, a multi-entity, either small infantry, a small war beast, or monstrous war beast. So just give me all the units and all the variants. Jade Lion has Mastery of the Elemental Wind? Yes, it does. Which makes them better to be used with spellcasters, which was kind of why we had that alchemist running alongside us. Need to add her back in the army. Flag of Grand Cathay. Immune to psychology is not bad. We'll go ahead and replenish up.
Keep your lives and serve.
There's no telling how many of them are actually over here now. So we need to keep being on defense and keep wiping the armies out they send in. Now reverse it for Nippon. Samurai Knights riding Temple Dog statues. Okay. I mean, I can see that. But Nippon would have, they would have actual monstrous cavalry then, where the difference here with Cathay would be they're just like terracotta war beasts. Gorst or Ghost. Yeah. Poison attacks, yay. Fantastic for anyone that's not Gorst. We need to raid the Haunted Forest.
Celestial General.
That'd be great.
The Lord Magistrate.
I'm gonna have you guys switch armies now. Army swap, go! He's got too many. Oh yeah, we don't have to give him all of our crossbows here. Keep some of them. All right, now the Stone Whisperer has everything he needs.
For a little more warpstone.
Attention.
For a little more warpstone. Although now we can't really get the proper super spoopy ambush off.
Enforce the dragon's will.
Oh no, we can.
Soldiers of
You
the
step
dragon.
back there, Zhao. No, we don't need to do any more. Calm down. No more exchange.
Agreed.
Relax. Stone
Our
Whisperer
path
forward.
is clear.
Warrior
Actually, I think we will swap over the Doom
with
Turtles
me.
because it doesn't count as a bow unit. So we'll bring the Doom Turtles in with Zhao, so he'll have the turtles and the crossbows.
General.
And then we can recruit him up on some proper units too. Through. Oh, we can't encamp. Yeah, 2 more crossbows sounds good. 4 crossbows, 2 Doom Turtles, and then let's do 1 Jade Warrior for some shields, maybe 2 Jade Warriors. For a nice little core of 2 Shield Bangers and then 2 anti-infantry or 2 anti-large units. Party sounds good.
The Iron Dragon.
Yuan Zhu. Not appointed to transmutation sounds awesome there for
There
Saitang.
must be order.
I think we'll finally grab eyes up so we have 8% more range, 10% more line of sight. And piercing shots too for more damage. Cathay should get the Chilene or a dragon horse on foot on par with the Demogryph. So basically they're the longbow that don't have wings. Are they just younger longbow or is it a different species altogether? Shang Yang, we're just waiting 5 whole turns here. Gonna be a second. Your growth with Cathay is pretty pitiful. Unless you're going all in on Yang. Or Yin, that is. I'll say the opposite one every time without fail. Here, let's not. No, we're getting 6,200 a turn, so I don't mind that at all.
Celestial General.
Yeah, the comment you're about to have your army, and now how about you there, Zhao Ming?
I see.
Let's take down the Shiwu.
Strike off the head!
Strike off the head.
We shall prevail!
Rest in peace, those skinky boys. The Cathay belongs to Cathay.
Province expand.
Elspeth of Preservation
Desert
sounds great.
alchemist.
You've already got your Twin Lawn, which I like even more.
Leader of men.
You've got the Anchor Chain.
Celestial General.
And you've got the Mantle of Damsel Elena.
City commander.
Alright, City Commander, it is up to you then to have the Talisman of Preservation. No one else. Oh, that's way better. Transmutation of Leadbound spell? Sold. Razor Standard, Silk Weaver. Do we need any extra leadership?
An upper hand, indeed.
Different species, and they're less bulky than the Longma.
Stay off the
Oh, I
tools,
see.
soldiers.
A little bit more lithe
Speed and unity.
and more probably built for
Represent.
speed than for damage. Lovely.
I consent.
Ruler of the sky roll.
Love to hear it. We'll go ahead and grab the magic reserves here. Keep working and finishing off Zhao Ming's magic line, and then probably swap over to going for just his soldiers themselves.
The gift of iron.
The Woo, we should put in the Obsidian Quarry
Lord
and
of
the
Gates
Jade
Fall.
Dragon's Edict. Okay, so now I'll just need to move down through Daicheng.
I can speak. Pray tell, what brings you before us?
All right. I don't know what the. Excuse me. You want to get thrown in the sea? It can speak. All right. Well, we'll be back for you in a moment. I was going to ask permission to move across your territory, but that was taken aback by the sheer audacity of your words. Dragon turtles also exist in Cathay and Old Lore. Are they larger than the ones we get? Or are they closer to?
I dream of your death.
Are they closer to the size we have here?
Wretch.
Since you were one so versed in the Old Lore. Oh, good, Rictus. Rictus wants to fight too. Don't you have enough enemies? Let's call our allies. We need help. Oh, all good. We know not the size of the dragon turtles, so we were going to assume they are the size of the ones in Avatar. Are they lion turtles in Avatar? Like you're saying there, ain't no way. Black Ark size. Taking on, so they're probably pretty close to what we have here then. Bone Rattlers are gone. There's all sorts of shenanigans afoot.
I'd wither first.
Here come the Crypt Horrors finally. And to deal with those, you really just need lots of cannons.
Instrument of the divine.
Crypt Horrors hate cannons. We'll go ahead and... Oh, you failed in your ambush. You had one job, brother.
Alchemist of the House of Sea.
Or let's take one unit too many away from the Stone Whisperer. Oh, yeah, because we took the Doom Turtle.
None may refuse Cathay's call.
Yeah, Lord, anything between, like, ship size to outrageously big. It is a full-blown boat.
Catch our foe unawares.
I would like to.
Harmony.
Let's try to fall back a little bit further, though. That way they're using most of their movement to get in here. They're forced to go into March to try to reach us.
Attention. Soldiers, take up
That won't work.
positions.
And now we can't go into camp stands. I moved just a little bit too far. One more here, and maybe just have you have some Celestial Lions. You know, we haven't really made much use of yet. One that is very good, like a Cathayan Manticore. Really how they act. They're fantastic, though. Alright, maxed here. Gem Cutter's Workshop. That's making us nearly as much gold as it would if we were the Dawi. Extra capacity and recruit rank for Astromancers. We'll get to the Observatory at some point, but that's not very high. Not very high priority because it's not making us more gold.
Servant of the dragons.
Now we move on to Fuchao. We'll fight the Battle of Fuchao, that we can see all these new units we have here.
I crave.
Alright, Zhao Ming, we're going to be doing no amount of kindness.
No time to waste.
We'll just walk right through Daichang.
I concur.
What are you going to do about it, Melwin? Nothing.
There is a
Let's
way.
go, Zhao Ming. These people are rude around here.
Outcast sorcerer.
Boomerang. One quick
Ambition
look. We know it's still
unattached.
bad. Let's start back to where we were then.
Hot by day, cold by night.
What do you think about the elemental spirit of Yang would look like? I'm betting we would get a... Ooh, that's actually a tough one. I think since Shang Yang himself does take the form of a kind of a colossal Eastern dragon, I think we would get something similar. Whereas almost a spiritual looking Eastern dragon. Or I could see it being like a great big maybe dragon head, maybe like a great big dragon-headed terracotta sentinel, so a larger terracotta sentinel than normal, with like a full-on dragon head. It can breathe fire and also has a glaive made of pure flames. I don't know. What do you all think a spirit of Yang would look like? Every soul in the Celestial Empire, no matter how low born, is deserving of the Dragon Emperor's care. It falls to Yuan Bo, the Jade Dragon. Share his purse among the common folk. Thank you, Yuan Bo. We appreciate you. Newport has some Raven nonsense.
Battle is
Into the
nigh.
Battle of Fuchao.
To
Circle
the
up.
front line.
And I want to give the skill points over to a Jiwan here. Oh, you're looking real bad, sir. I despise this scroll of leeching. What else can we get? Serpent's Fang is not great either, honestly. Astromancer's Spyglass, I like that. Plus you are an Astromancer. That's... I'm sorry, wait. Faction-wide battle reinforcement time? Okay, sure. Sold. Any other ancillaries to pass out? I see none. I thought it was just a big flying fish. See, there you go. A great big fish covered in the blazing flames of Yang. It looks like a golden Magikarp, but much more epic. Alright, yeah, let's go do some damage here to these lizards. I would go with the Eastern type looking dragon for the Spirit of Yang, I think. And a humanoid dragon like the Incarnate of Beasts, but the size of Throg. Okay. I'm liking our designs we've got here. CA. We have four perfectly good designs for our Spirit of Yang. And if any of you else out there, what do you think the Spirit of Yang would look like? Or the Elemental Incarnate of Yang, that is. And moreover, what about the Elemental Incarnate of Yin? I think that one would be probably a... Man, we'd have to have a bow. We'd have to have some kind of range, because Kuai Yin loves range to an extreme degree. So maybe have it be a... Not quite a moon bird, but a bird made of, like, pure shadow, melded with an archer. It'll look funky. I think Yin can be quite a bit more spiritual looking, and a little bit more less corporeal.
Order and balance.
All right, so we'll block up the entrances here. Things we need to do.
Peasant archers.
Grab some peasant archers.
Ten gangs faithful.
These juggernauts. I mean, that it is.
Disorder makes
So why does it only have 20 armor then? This is the most heavily armored cannon we have. A giant crane with a blue spirit coloration. See, there you go. God, yeah, now perfect. Like a crane, but it would have to have maybe maybe an archer as well, or have it be part of the beast. And also, actually, now that I'm thinking about it, maybe something that can change form. So instead of, so it can be, it flies in crane form is a little bit less tanky overall, maybe a little bit more tanky, I don't know. And then it can swap into, change form into an archer of some form, since Kuai Yin is all about shape-shifting.
Stone and steel.
I think the armor is for the people manning it. Oh, I see. Well, that makes sense. They look incredible, so we'll give them that. Yeah, these ladies aren't really, they're given some, like, some padded gambeson or something. Not great. Elemental Incarnate of Yin, for me, definitely a bird creature that can shapeshift into a human wizard. That's not a bad idea either.
Warrior crossbows.
We have some fantastic designs. Let's go ahead and do the spears guarding. Oh, stalking and battle cats over here. We also need to take a look at them too. These might have been pulled straight from the Nan Man DLC. Oh, we got us some Siberian tigers with some beautiful blue eyes. I mean, they're very smiley for murderous 600-pound creatures. Afraid that creature sounds awesome too. I agree. Alright, so we'll have them rolling with no one. They're on a sneaky stealth mission. Roll over here too. We'll just put the drum in between, so hopefully it can get its. Yeah, I can hit everyone all at once there. That's perfect.
I hear the heavens.
Lightning spells and our Comet of Doom. Alright, so we get all of our main characters. Infantry. Missiles as quickly as we can here.
Faithful.
You count as a main character, good for you. And then our fast movers.
Sun Yang's
Let it
faith.
begin. Let the disdain of the Dragon Emperor fall.
Fellow soldiers of Cathay, I do not intend to have words.
Look at all these lizards.
Of my weapons. I shall
I'd really like to see
inspire you with my martial
Juggernaut's fire.
prowess.
Would scoot up a bit for me.
So let us begin.
So let us begin. Old One Riders could probably counter our cats pretty well. Let's send the cats around this direction. Since you have a stalk,
Executing
let's go flying like a crazy person after the cohort. But yeah, we said we wanted to see how fast he was on land, didn't we? Go ahead and land there, buddy. Looks like he has all of his speed. Yeah, he's max speed. He's a rocket.
None dare stand in
What are you
my
gonna do
way.
about it? Back in the air, go after this direction.
Celestial sorcerer.
Scoot on forward. We'll go ahead and bring our infantry in as well. Do it cleverly where we're blocking up their moving positions.
Repositioning.
Oh, wait, we're not getting hit yet.
By dragons.
Order and balance. Peasant
You stay there. You all move on up.
Crossbow.
Zhang Yang sends us.
Yeah, a little ways out of range there.
Repositioning.
I'm flying in like a crazy person. From the skies. No one ever expects the Zhao Inquisition. Now where you boys going? You want to get blended.
I must overwhelm.
Now they ran. Don't be chickens, get back here. We'll have you guys capture the zone then while Zhao chases them around like a complete bully. I see lots of lizards hanging out on this position. They want to get zapped. Let's send the lancers wide. Crossbows advance. Cannonballs are taking shots where they can. We'll use them to plink away at towers once they get built. But in the meantime, oh, can you guys fire on these Cold One Riders? That'd be awesome.
Cut them down.
Cats. Do some damage. Looks like they get restless. I'm actually surprised that the modders haven't gone more crazy with the Sabertusk skins or the Sabertusk models. That's probably the perfect target here.
Celestial General.
Give it a little bit more tankiness as well. These cannons are scaring the Coldwood Riders pretty aggressively. How about you, Juggernaut? They started to fire now.
My
But we can't burn towns. Too bad we can't burn down cities. Fire on those javelins. Who are they sitting to try to catch you guys? Sora spears are dangerous. I can send them on a really long chase around the outskirts of the settlement too. Inside the settlement worries me out a little bit. You might be able to handle it. Everyone together. Rush these skinks. So it seems like they have a lot more than 4 ammo. I think 4 ammo seems to be a lie. You shot several times here. Maybe 4D ammo? They have really bad accuracy. Huh. Bizarre. Cavalry's moving through those. It scared me a little bit. How fast they're for how slow they're moving. Roxagor is circling around this side. I think that's fine with me. They're done. We'll go ahead and just move through.
Staying low. Decisive strategy.
We don't have to fight you. We can let you keep running around with like chickens with the head cut off. Crossbows, and the next target. Cut them down for me. Move our drum forward. Is one that lets you move faster? No. No is the answer.
Spears.
Cannons. That's called kinslaying, and it's super not allowed.
Swift and fierce.
Here, crossbows switch targets. Alright, now we need to move in and capture the zones.
Azir, show
You guys
the
go this way, we'll move up to capture this bridge. You 3 archers are in charge of defending the bridge, and our crossbows are going to be in charge of annihilating these cohort. Hit it, hooray. Blade spin. Rest in peace, all those skinks. I didn't tell you to get back up here, get down there. That resistance of melee defense up. Tower's gone. On back over this way. Those are these Saurus? Ooh, okay. Careful with Saurus.
Kill for Cathay.
Going back this way. Gotta be pretty careful with Saurus. Spread out. Drum forward. 8 warriors. Go ahead and move forward here. Catch this group for me. We can drop the good old overcast lighting. As soon as he does catch them, we can drop that down. Unless they choose to try to push through. Really?
There is a way.
Brave. You catch my lances? That's not good.
Praise the dragon. Sent by dragons.
I mean, we captured the zone, but at what cost?
Now do not
Perfect. We got the lightning here. Crossbows, your new shot. Our target is these Saurus warriors.
reform, soldiers. We will not
Cannons. Ooh, hang on now. What happened to my juggernaut? Ah, some of the guys, they reinforced and came back. Gotta watch that one. So I need them to be more in
Long spears.
group with them than they currently are.
Seeking Cathay's foes.
This Saurus got obliterated. These lances come on round. They're not keen on coming across this bridge themselves.
The Emperor.
Cannons. This is your new target. Instead of all this kinslaying you keep trying to do.
Finds us one. Guided by ancestor.
Other side of the bridge there, let them come towards you. We'll set the archers up behind.
As win.
And that bridge is completely safe then.
first among many. Martial might.
They're falling back to the final zone there.
Lighting the way.
Warriors advance. Crossbow team, get up here.
Bringing harmony.
As one.
These also Saurus? No, they're not, so they are
This
super
one is
doomed.
mine.
Drum, I'm gonna bring you this way. I can go and got shot to pieces. But just rotate our warriors here if we can. That way they keep kind of fiddling back and forth with their Golden Riders. see a unit is coming out this side. No problem. Circle back around. Go ahead and give them the extra defense and resistances. These battle cats put in some work. Alright, crossbows. Next place to capture.
Marching as a one. Warriors,
Warriors up.
as wind.
Looks like the Roxagore coming this direction, which, spoiler for them, is not going to go very well.
Marching as one. Guided by
Drum forward. And then you're going to try the last charge of the Roxagore here.
We must rise them from this model.
And are you hitting this thing? Oh, good. They did go after the peasant archers. Very clever use of their unarmored lads. Or at least a slightly more heavily armored Roxagore.
Raise the
Still
dragon.
not going to go well, especially when we go for more armor for everyone up here.
The dragon.
Juggernauts.
Heavens awake! Behold, a seer's light!
Order and
Forward. Oh, more Saurus Warriors. Go ahead and avoid the Saurus Warriors for a half moment. I'm going to drop you down in this group, then we'll go for the Celestial Sweep. Right in the middle of them.
Cathay.
That is a Saurus Smoothie. Circle back around and grab the other Saurus there. Don't like how much damage you're taking. Please start firing. Roxagore dealt with. And what do they have left? Ski Cohort. And I think a single Stegodon.
But half is known.
Yeah, ask you to fall back. You're getting wiped out.
Celestial General.
A single Stegodon.
Warriors duty.
The aggressive surround here is more than I've ever seen on a unit getting one guy before.
Doom comes!
They're just mashing the attack button as many times as possible.
Stone and steel!
Run them down. Trying to get up on the barricade to throw us off. AI is all about doing as many cheeses as possible to try to beat you. They don't have much. They have in terms of honor, I think it's 0. How much honor they have.
Warriors. Celestial General. Ancestors guide
All right, battle cats, come on back this way. They decided to take the long way around. Interesting.
Seeking Cathay's foes!
These cab didn't do anything useful either. Pull them away. Capture this zone for me. Archers, let's go ahead and fire on Stegodon.
The Emperor expects!
Which is still fighting for some strange reason we can't place. Get in there and go give it a bonk.
I hear the heaven!
And these 3 units left. They've got no general. Doesn't Ben don't care. Tough as nails, they are.
march in ordered ranks.
Yeah, those basically they'll come out beyond the wall, but a couple of them will be behind it. So if we decide to go charge, they'll turn around and our guys might get stuck. And maybe not.
Watching for enfilade.
You rattled the Stegodon. Go ahead and pull away.
Grand General.
Use the poor thing.
Executing orders.
Astroman, repositioning!
You just stay away from them.
Show the way! Thoughts in harmony!
The longest winded battle here against Elizabeth I've ever seen. Well, they decide to break now, do they? Alright then. I guess the losing 3 more skiing cohort was too much for them. They break their psyche. So the Incarnate Elemental of Yin would suck out the souls of those around it while giving a Serenity Atmosphere. I didn't even think about the passives they would give. Destructive Force. No, I agree. I also think I would like to see a little bit of an overwork or rehaul to, yes, let's combine several of those words together. A rework to how a lot of the large units are treated as wall breakers. So we have a couple of units that make sense to having wall breaker, like the Ogre clans and that kind of thing. We have the Toad Dragons that can knock down walls, giants. But if we add, I think we need to add the Terracotta Sentinel. There's several great big kind of Titanic size entities that would have no trouble tearing down walls, especially if we're looking at an ogre fist. If ogres can tear down walls, a terracotta sentinel can tear down walls. So a little bit of a rework to how many of the great big entity units are able to do so. So maybe a third category of size. So you have your small entities, your infantry size, your larger monstrous infantry or otherwise, and then something even larger like a colossal entity which is able to take down walls. Yeah, Dreadsaurians for sure. Absolutely. Dreadsaurians, the Dragon Ogre Shaggoth, which might be able to. But if it's not, it definitely needs to. Angel Blaze, imagine being a lizard minding your business and the skies open up and blasted with lightning. I think it actually happens quite often. Just because of the way the Slann are. They're so powerful they accidentally kill skinks quite often. Less like the Skaven where it's on purpose, it's completely by accident.
Bring this set.
Rogue Idol, Rotting Leviathan, Abomination. Yeah, absolutely. Needs to be a little bit of another look at all the units that have Wallbreaker. Shoot, I would even give your Rotting Corpses, or whatever the ones that run and explode, the big boom booms. I don't use them very often. Big old chunky big explodey boys. Give them Wallbreaker as well. You can use them as like a mobile wall puncher, a hole puncher in the walls. It's fun to me.
General.
So the Elemental Incarnate Beast I would add to that. There's just a whole, pretty much any of the colossal sized entities. Mighty Charge sounds perfect.
Attention.
G1 will grab Evasion here. That is Fu Chao under our control. Fu Chao has the Great Dragon Fleet docks all the way up to the Great Dragon Fleet port. Side a grand fleet of merchant ships, bustling crowds make their way into the city, marveling at the fulcrum of international trade before them. Indeed. Income, trade resources produced faction-wide, trade tariffs, and growth. I'd upgrade that right away. Upgrade Shi Wu as well. Zhao Ming, you pretty easily take down the Tower of Ashung. Even though he was sassy to us, we'll go ahead and give territory over to Melwyn and keep the elves down here in the kind of meh territory to the south.
And unity. Province expand.
Province expands. We can also go ahead and take a quick look at our 3 victory paths too. Gross income of 25,000. We're 74% of the way through there. We do need to trade some more goods with the West. We do need to. We're gonna have to eventually kind of brave the dangerous territory there. For all that glitters is not gold, we have to take down a lot of Skaven settlements, which is going to be a long time coming. Then don't tread on Ming. Maintain control of the Mountains of Morn. And wipe out the Caravan of Blue Roses, Legion of Asgore, and Pox Makers of Nurgle. So our victory conditions are quite a ways ahead of us here. We weren't so much in charge of controlling and saving Cathay as everyone else was. This is a major province. Yeah, well, we will go still ahead and trade this over to Melwyn. We will give them charge of controlling the Tower of Ashung and Daicheng. Alright, for our technology, though, we're up into dynastic finishing, so more recruit rank for Caravan Masters, faction-wide, as well as Lords, too.
Forge a new destiny.
The dev who in charge of the Toad Dragon animation is probably so happy about hearing the Thrones of Decay planet, like so many animations for that thing. Oh yeah, no, the animations for the Toad Dragon smacking its forehead against walls to tear them down is awesome to see. Oh, hello there, Stefan.
I refuse.
Stefan the Foolish. He does have some hex raids. Let's see if that's gonna matter.
Is a tactical disadvantage.
Oh, you cheeky rat. A Frederick ambush. No one would have seen it coming. We'll go ahead and retreat
One
there.
should feel no shame in retreat.
I'm surprised they let you ambush a foot from Yo Li Chi here, man. Saying that name a bunch of times is tough. We'll call you Chi.
The Lord Magistrate stands ready.
You almost have the Green Guardian. Be added in here as well. Rank 30 is what we need to be. That's quite a ways away, actually. I think. Let's come on here down here before I blow some more smoke.
The desert.
Oh, we're only 3 away. That's not bad at all.
Lord of the Jade
Not
Sword.
bad at all. Let's go for Constellation of the Dragon. He'll be the first one to actually have it. I think he needs a different spell for Dragon form besides just Dragon's Breath. Maybe Dragon's Breath and Final Transmutation would make sense.
The Iron Dragon.
Because Miao Ying gets access to Talons of Night, which is just silly powerful in comparison. Let's go Blake of Frost. Very good spell. And the Toad Dragon is also a pretty fun unit, so I'm sure they're happy for that too.
Zhao Ming.
You know, everyone seems to quite enjoy the Toad Dragons.
Servant of the Dragons.
I'm happy to see that the Juggernauts are lying about how much ammo they have. Interested to see why it says 4 though. It could just be a bug in the text boxes there. Alright, so back here at Omniport. Oh, you finally have what we need. Well then. No upgrades of High Chai. How much gold do we need? 7,300? I guess we'll grab an extra then. A little unfortunate, but we'll make do.
On guard.
Oh, never mind. What am I talking about? We have an army here to fight.
There must be order.
Come here, Frederick. It's time to fall. How much volley on the Juggernaut? I think they shoot 1 per cannon. So it's very similar to a flame cannon. Armor piercing damage on our lances or you. Great victory, it says. Oh, but it's a choke point battle. All right. Don't mind if I do. From bellowing, eating the living tumor, from its nostrils, eating flies, and oh yeah, true. You mentioned all of the. It's got so many cool animations, and just some of its combat animations where it picks you up with its tongue and just starts slamming you on the ground. Hang on now. Why are there 4 of you? Were there that many others in ambush? Using my own strategies against me? See, we may not have enough ammunition for this many undead. This started to become a problem real quick. Hang on now. They must have all been in ambush. This is why we scroll. Alright, so what I'm going to do then is I'm going to ignore this middle choke point. I'm just going to force them over here instead. So we'll do 2 of you up front. It's going to be pretty much the same setup as last time. So 2 up front. Brace of Kuai Yin in the middle. Cough, restart, cough. Now we got this, no problem.
Defenders of Cathay.
If I make a mistake, I've got to own it up. And then we have to figure out how to recover from a mistake. This is going to be a rough one, I can't lie. Remember they have Hex Rays, they'll try to smash through your flank. Yeah, they'll try to push through, but I do have several lions I can try to throw into that unit of Hex Rays.
Crossbowman. Jade crossbow.
Will be the idea, at least.
Stone and steel. Warriors.
Stone and Steel, we could also use Satang. He's going to be much more of an up-front artillerist than he was before. Lantern here and here. Great for sniping out the corpse cart. Probably actually we'll go for the White King over here. Otherwise they'll just keep healing the entire time. Alright, so Jet Lions. Jade Lions. Jade Lion up front. I also think you should put the crossbows off of fire at will, otherwise they're going to waste ammo on chaff. I would agree, especially for at least the ones in the back. I don't mind these guys firing a little bit on chaff, but you kind of have to waste ammo on it because if we don't have that many infantry. We'll do one of you firing at will. Yeah, I mean, the lack of ammunition here is going to be a bit rough. A minute 8. I don't mind them having to reinforce across the field. Alright, I'm gonna bring one of the jet lions back with our cav, and that looks good to me. Good as we can get.
Born to command.
Actually, you might as well just be in part of our missiles. Lances. Oh, how I wish these were sky junks.
Sun Yang's faithful.
Let's go ahead and have everyone firing on the White King to start. Just drop one of their heroes. Yoink. See if you can dodge. They have to get a lot closer, do they?
We fight for the Dragon Emperor. We fight for the Moon Empress.
Fleeing. Come on, AI. Now is not the time to be a coward. Yeah, it is. Of course it is. You are at a disadvantage. Why would I play different? Take down that corpse cart. Go ahead and rotate this whole squad.
Cities. Yes, indeed.
Want to try to convince him to come across the
Shall be
water instead of going through the middle.
with infinite pride.
Oh, he has to get closer. Wow, okay. Huh. Yeah, the hill, they've got a bigger hill than we have. I can't even use our artillery, we are at an advantage. Here they come. Alright, Satan, you let me down. Come back over here quickly.
Raise the dragon. Repositioning. The dragon's
Really?
ash.
Bring this whole army round. Doom turtles off on the side. Jade warriors, halberdiers. Yeah, they're just gonna go across the middle. The AI chose to not fight where we were.
Wind and fire.
Well, I'm glad the AI has been allowed to be smarter. They act a little bit dumb sometimes. The pettiness level. Yeah, they're gonna go around. They're just gonna choose not to fight here. I don't know if we can. They just have more units than we do. Move up like this. Crossbows move into position
Warrior crossbow.
here and here.
Move as the wind.
Over here is gonna become more compact.
Dragon.
Marching as one.
All right, they just keep readjusting their strategy then.
Full force engagement.
Come on up front.
Jade lancers.
I mean, they know they've got numbers, but they can't bring in all their armies here. So they better snipe those units down. They really need some gate masters or gate generals. I mean, exactly. So they actually have the high ground on the other side of the hill. So Satan can't hit them. Alright, new change in plan. Come to this direction.
Without fail. At once.
Satan, please. They're hanging back far enough. I can't really do much to them. Satan can't hit him. Alright, lovely. Just a line of undead. Oh, we actually have some space. I'll go ahead and move this squad forward. Okay, good. He actually hit him. Really solid damage too, but they're just gonna heal it up. Being undead. Oh yeah, no, keep landing those. We got 2 casts going at the same time there from the heals. All right. Yeah, we don't really. Yeah, we can't do anything. They could just keep healing it. We get the magical missiles, that's a little bit closer. How much damage on the Master Necromancer normal then? 3,000 health as opposed to 5,000? Yeah, it's all sorts of lame. A lot more damage. Do they go for the heal? That may have been a better call than hit one of the smaller ones, let them heal someone else, switch. And we need some more ammunition too. We have no one that can provide more. There it is. Come on, Satang, one more good hit. In fact, I'm gonna go ahead and send the blimps forward a bit, even if it has threatens their life a smidge. We need to try to drag down one of these heroes before they can manage to heal him. Send those bats forward. I'll just quickly pivot to fleeing. I'm so glad he has not missed yet. They start to take their shots at these Skelly Warriors. Go ahead and take them off fire will as well. Little by little, they're advancing. Let's bring one of the turtles round. The other turtle can kind of hang out. Let's see.
Never conquered! Repositioning!
Whatever is required.
Think a bit more like this. Upper ears up.
Immediately! Bringing harmony! Move in formation!
One more shot. There he goes. I'm surprised he doesn't start crumbling just from damage yet. He's gonna flee. Come on, Satang. Nope. No such luck. Get back up there. Real unfortunate. You two ladies are coming on back then. You take them all fire at will. Actually, they got some good damage. Where'd the bats go? They're going extremely wide. Come on, just hit a couple more pleaks. He's down. I would really prefer not to use Satang shots. Start cracking into this Strigoi Ghoul King. In fact, go for one of these shots on him. Just going as wide as physically possible.
Sent by dragon!
Bringing harmony.
Alright, back with Satang. You guys off the fire will just for the time being. They all miss. They all missed.
Guided by ancestors.
Go ahead and fall back your lanterns. I'm surprised they didn't rotate their bats in response. Satang wasting shots again. Let's go ahead and see about dropping this Necromancer.
Move as wind!
They're on fire will still.
Celestial General! Thoughts
Good,
in
good.
harmony.
I'm going to annihilate these dire wolves. Satang, what are you up to?
Jade Warriors!
Crossbow teams.
The dragon!
Teach you guys to fire.
The Emperor expects
Blast this guy to bits. Charge up here into these zombos.
warriors!
Dragon Guard!
Go ahead and blast the middle here.
Whatever is required.
Jade crossbows!
Rake them. Satang, get up. Turtle cannon, blast here. Lions this way.
Clearing the way.
Wipe them out quickly, everyone back.
Repositioning.
Fire on Izzy's Lord. Here, grab the tankiness. Just bring the blimps over just a smidge. Keep dragging your way through. Let's go shut down one of these corpse carts. Satang, please start firing on the corpse cart.
Stone and steel.
Every crossbow, fire on this Ghoul King real quick.
Warriors!
Oh boy.
It's only 10 dragons!
Charge through. Have you three go after this unit.
Mercy!
Where's my roar? Lion roar, go. Draw. Crossbow's been caught in the front line. Jade dragons go through. Jade lions it is. Keep sniping there. Yoy yoy. Let's get moving down this direction. Actually, there's a necromancer. If I can come around him. Love this group. You come out of your fire this way. Cavalry, come on in. Hit these zombies in the back line. Everything here needs to be in guard mode except for you here, General.
I can do this.
I can do this. Pushing through. Lion, you need to come away. Jade Lion, let's go for breath. They take fire here. Celestial Lion duo, let's drop in on top of Mr. Goy Go King. You come on through now. Crossbows, we are getting flanked pretty badly.
Harmonious buff.
Harmonious rock.
Save these Ancestral Warriors. Hold the line, boys.
Without hesitation.
Use that mass to charge back through here on these guys. Switch targets to going after these Graveguard at the other end here. Alright, move back in. One of the Celestial Lion roars, scare off all those units there.
With joy.
With joy.
Dragon crossbows.
White King has to go. Tang. Keep firing.
Raise the dragon.
I am so incredibly surprised they haven't been able to drag the White King down there. Smash it all around. Oh, I completely forgot about your abilities. Lovely, awesome to do. Weaken all these Graveyard here. Doom Turtle, fire on the Graveyard. Here come the next group of Riftors. Cavalry, come on, way. Hold the line, boys.
The celestial faithful.
Flying Lions back up in the air. We're out of ammo. Let's go ahead and rotate.
Dragon guard.
Pull our crossbows back a smidge.
The dragon's off.
Brace of YN, stop firing on the way I asked him to.
Defend the round.
Lions out of there. This is so many of them. I'm gonna go for the Ancestral Warriors here. Both Lions come on in, Ancestral Warriors. So ripping apart these distinguishing between two sets of horrors. Come on then.
For the moon dragon.
Come on then. Stop advancing.
By dragon.
You want me to shoot or you want me to stand here and
Oh, Cathay.
pull back further? Lion. Burn through.
Celestial general.
I need these crossbows coming over.
In harmony.
Be useful elsewhere. Satang is in the middle. Alright, buddy, come on over here to the side. Lions are going to start rotating pretty quickly. My Ghoul King's still left. Fall back, fall back.
Fight as one. Our ancestors' decree.
Well, yeah, almost out of ammo. Finally starting to drop this clown. Take some shots at the Necromancer. If we take down enough of their lords, we should be able to just beat them there with their leadership drops. That's another lord down. Crossbows trying to take shots in these Crypt Horrors. More Dragon Breath.
Raise the dragons. For the Emperor!
No wasting shots, Quiet. We need all of them in the same areas.
Overwhelmed!
And that lord's gone. They have any more? No, they just have plenty of units. Only we had the magic. Drop these clouds leadership. Force them to start breaking. Yeah, Lions, wherever you're at, come away from your fighting. Get a little bit too much damage.
Warrior crossbows!
We may not have the ammunition.
Shenyang's faithful.
Turn around there, lads.
Personification
Weaken
of
them.
law.
I can turtle blow that group up.
Never conquered. Overwhelmed.
Overwhelmed indeed. Fire here. Lion, come away. We'll need Satang's cast for the next those hex raids coming in.
Emperor expects?
Watching for enfilades.
Exploding them. Just zombies.
Bringing harmony.
Get off of fire at will here. Bring the halberdiers around. Eight lances, where you guys up?
Wind and fire. Move as wind.
There goes one of our lions. They fought hard, but they're starting to disintegrate. They go ahead and try to charge through here. Lion turtles, what are you guys up to? Not really able to fire.
Jade warriors. Cavalry.
Lances break them. I'm seeing leadership start to dwindle. Wait a minute, see, you're still here. There's been a one of their heroes the whole time. Rob, yeah, he's already disintegrating. Where'd he graveguard? It's just a bunch of zombies. Alright, Satang, here they come.
I invoke the spirit's dragon.
Defend the realm!
Get them. Blast those X-rays.
Jade crossbows. By celestial decree.
On this side, we need those Jade Lances falling back one more time. Hard to find in here.
Raise the dragons.
Keep clobbering them. You guys fire on these horrors that are coming on in.
The dragons chose me.
Gotta keep them back, otherwise we are losing them. Lance is pulling away. Where's my other turtle? Anyway, I see them in a melee. Where you at? This way, turtle.
Celestial general.
One more seconds there. Just so many undead.
Defenders of Cathay!
My next target's definitely going to be you.
You of the dragons!
Everything on those crypt horrors. Back brace of Quiet, where y'all at?
Order and balance! Move as
They are still Celestial Dragon Guard. They're gone next.
Order and
Is that zombies? Just run them down.
for the emperor.
Next set of crypt horrors. As long as we're deleting their elites, we're safe. We're safe. Adjacent.
Commander of cities.
Use the turtle, get up through the side. It is just having a field day. In fact, we can charge through the lines and blast back through them. Lions, your job. Well, should you choose to accept it? Up down that corpse cart back there. The Lions in the middle of battle like a champion. Don't want to sit in the Jet Lions, really. Alright, we'll have to general ourselves. Nothing but zombies. Those Cryptors are gone next too. And with that, we got them. They realize they've got no more strength. Yeah, what is 9,000 zombies into the face of Grand Cathay? We did it.
Their wizard conjures dark forces.
We lost quite a few in the fighting, but man, we did it.
Shielded fire!
That was the longest battle I've had in a long time. 9,000 units. All right, so we only ended up losing our single Jade Lion. That's incredible. 300 kills in the Grace of Quiet, and they really didn't take any casualties whatsoever. What an incredible battle, though. Can't wait to... So, like, most of their damage wasn't even on this first group. It was probably on the third and fourth groups coming on in. Although our crossbows got through that very, very well. 200 loss on one, 120 on the other. Huh. Now we definitely need some of our gate masters in to replenish. I think they're the ones that can replenish. I think they're the ones that can replenish ammo. Cathay, I think, has only one hero that can. Just a single use of that on these guys would have been incredible. Now we get to see how many skill points we gain for winning that battle. I'm sure it's going to be a hefty batch. Let's see. Also, we get to see how many they get to keep after the battle, too. So, one of their heroes survives. The Black Knight survive. They don't get to keep much at all. You rolled poorly. We gained 8,000 gold for the fighting. 1,000 experience for the one lord. Yeah, no, we're extremely put together, all things considered here. Alright, we'll go ahead and take the extra veneration.
Lives are a valuable resource.
You're gonna show us about all their ambushes now, because that was so many vampire lords hiding.
Our losses are acceptable.
Just one green cat. Made out of rocks. Vampire Slayer in one battle. A little bit of Gutterhoff. Yeah, they were all done here ambushing. Alright, well. Now what?
At last,
They had 2 more armies back here, too. That is crazy.
The Lord Magistrate stands ready.
There's no reason to leave these guys to retreat, is there? I'd say not.
An inefficient victory.
Inefficient victory.
Unsheath blades.
By himself, huh? Why by himself?
For
I don't
honor.
mind, because I'm not gonna risk not being able to attack, but still, it seems a little bit suspicious.
You cannot risk your existence. Celestial
No, we
General.
cannot. So then, Zhao, you are going to pull back into Jiang.
March with speed.
No, I said march to Jiang.
Soldiers, take up positions.
You can march backwards. Grab a couple more units here. So you lost, looks like, well, we just
None
lost the
may
one
refuse
Jade Lion.
Cathay's call.
So we'll grab 2 more. Sounds good to me.
Humility in all
Until we have
things.
access to the Green Guardian, of course. For you, Zhao, let's grab the points into your own skills. So we'll snag the Guard Veteran for more health. And Deadly Blade, so 3 skill points for you.
On guard.
Stone Whisperer, we'll grab Route Marker. Improved Inspiring Presence. And we'll come on to the Tactician tree. What else do we have access to yet? Just the Tactician. We want inspired defense, of course. Inspired marksmanship, of course. Let's grab a secondary point into inspired defense. These are such good abilities. 40 additional melee defense. For you, Satang. Horse training. Experience gain for Jade Jet Lions. Expert charge defense for Terracotta Sentinels. We don't have any of those just yet. Let's go piercing shots and then come up to watching the Watcher that we can... moving through this skill tree as well. Alright, now we have to worry about the unending hordes of greenskins too. Walls and Tide Zoo. Take Shilong up to the final tier, but I think we would prefer to wait for Shangwu. Same thing here. Actually, do we not have any of our Gate Masters out right yet?
Outcast by dragons. Trained in
No, we do not. Zhao Sikong the Crafty.
Gate Master.
Gate Master.
First
And
among
then
warriors.
Zhao Jia the Driven.
Gate Master.
Gate Master.
Gate Master.
How'd we get it?
This shall be no easy lesson.
We'll have both of you join up. We need a Gate Master in both armies if we can. Very good defensive heroes. You had the money to upgrade your settlement? Oh, did I? Well, we can fix that real soon. Where'd we spend that? Get over here on you, Port. Here 4 you are. Thanks for reminding me just yes. Appreciate it.
alchemist of the House of Secrets.
Okay, so there's less armies here now. They saw us
Seek Warpstone.
beat the brakes off the undead and they decided to leave. Jingpo, nope, no goods there. However, we're going to go sell to the
Iron Dragon.
elves in next turn. Right, perfect stuff.
There must be order.
Let's get through, give ourselves a commandment here in the Jade River Delta. Owl the Comet. And Will the Turd. These two armies are unlikely to come after us. We'll come on forward once more, let Zhao do some recruiting, and have Stone Whisperer pretend to be sneaky. Once their stacks are depleted, then we can actually start getting out and doing some damage back.
I dream of
Oh, it looks like the...
your carcass from
Excuse me,
the
Grimgore.
nearest mountaintop.
Flinging your carcass from the nearest mountaintop. Dude, Zhao Ming is my spirit animal. While magic's weakened, so perhaps a cessation of war is best. For you. You look at the Greenskins' ideas of acting lore, because if they saw that battle, they'd immediately jump in for good. You say that, and here they come. They're trundling on down the mountain immediately. But there's like a good scrap. What are you guys fighting?
Let's have you then. I'll hear what you say. So
They're coming to fight the caravan of the Blue Roses with me.
Down your throat.
I'm gonna fling you from the nearest mountaintop. Lamian Sisterhood is destroyed. Alright, Zhao Ming, it's time to get
Siblings would do.
moving.
Possible.
I can speak. Pray
Listen,
tell,
Elgi, you're not
what
doing a
brings
good
you
job at keeping
before
me
us?
getting off of my bad side. We'll give you the Tower of Ushung. It can speak. Mm-hmm. Brother. Please relax. Also, we go ahead and join him in his war with this Skaven.
Time is precious, so
I'll join you
please
with Clan
make your
Pestilence, and you give
request.
a single coin. We'll have to wait till next turn. The ducative friendship is not all I require. Well, I'm glad you're here. I also don't like not having landmarks that belong to Cathay.
We are in need.
We are in need. Could go for the Celestial Observatory. Capacity and rank for Astromancers. Could also grab the Fire Rain silo here in Nongchang, giving us the Iron Hail Cannons. I like the sound of an Iron Hail Cannon. Forgot the word I'm trying to say eventually. Good grief. Yeah, let's go ahead and grab the upgrade to Shiama's Rest. Fu Chao is almost upgraded. Then we will go ahead and just snag in the Grand Observatory. No reason not to. We've got the gold for it now, so get some very elite Astromancers. That was the most upsetting line I've ever heard from an elven generic Lorn. Ah, I can speak.
Celestial General.
Would you like to receive a meteorite from the Celestial Emperor? He can turn your area into a crater in 2.4 seconds. I think we will turn to... Miao Ying's doing fine up here by herself. We just let Miao Ying handle the Bastion.
Cover
And
tracks
we
with haste.
took him across the rivers here. We shall sail up the river all the way to the Baleful Hills.
Do not ask this of me.
You can indeed, don't lie. Zhao the Dramatic. Oh boy. See, I would normally turn and attack these guys immediately. But let's not. Let's not. I have no doubt that they're going to try to ambush on us, so let's come on around the corner.
Dragon's will. Occupy any passes.
Whispery Stone Boy, we can have you go into an ambush.
Gate Master.
I'll just put both the Gate Masters
You
in
have much to learn. This shall be
our
no
General's army
easy
here
lesson.
instead. You need this
Outcast.
outcast to come
But
join
with
us. Come
new
hither.
purpose. An appealing
We need your help.
Attention.
Alright.
These
I don't think they're starting to heat up. There's the Grimgor over here. I'm surprised his war with Tamarkand was so short-lived.
Approach me. If I don't like what you
It's
say,
improving by quite a bit, too.
you'll be eating your
Not what we like to see. Ambush. Ambush. Come on. You tried to get me and you failed. Now let me get you. Excuse me, Greenskins. I mean, it might be time for a war with Grimgor. If they're gonna make themselves this, they're gonna offer up such a tasty, easy target. How can I leave that? We don't necessarily have to take land yet. We just need to fight the people in our area. I don't know if this trick still works, but you should give your Gate Masters the ability to increase melee defense then during sieges, because it stacks. You have 2 of them, and you gain double profit buffs. Also, they're one of the only heroes that is able to stack up buffs. That's awesome.
I trust our dealings will
Fighting
bear
Clan
fruit,
Rictus.
friend.
I feel like Grimgor and the Undead are a much bigger threat, but okay. Okay, then. I know we called them in to fight Rictus, but I'm surprised he's not helping with anything else. Wait. Boris? Tsar Boris is rank 12?
Few accord Kislev her deserved respect. You must do better.
I must do better. Alright, well,
They are
we will do better than Boris. I'm surprised you're alive.
I will listen.
Very
but
pleasantly
my time
surprised.
is short.
Oh, Caravan of the Blue Roses wants a peace treaty. Man, that's intriguing.
Good, good. I am in need of more husks for my horse.
Sneaky Zhao Ming could sign peace with the undead, turn and beat up Grimgor. 'Cause letting Grimgor have any more power is just a gigantic mistake. But fighting both these factions at the same time is also a gigantic mistake. How much more gold? We're cheesing him out of it. Listen. A pact is signed. Right, it only costs what you believe it has. Yeah? I'm gonna drop a Warpstone Bomb on you later. Okay, well, we'll show you what suns look like. It's fine.
I'm special.
You are indeed.
Now's the time.
All these biggins is special too.
inefficiency is intolerable.
Efficiency is intolerant. Where's Zhao Ming at? Dude, we need you over here against Grimgor. We have completely pacified Cathay, though.
General of the
It allows us to completely focus on Grimgor with all of our armies. So, well, he's going to be a threat. No, 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 no.
Delivered us safely.
Brother. Moving across the river is so much faster. Pull up our province cavalry real fast. I would prefer to go for economy. Jadewood Mountain sounds good to me. Lee Temple up a tier so we get into the actual Lee Temple for 500 free gold. Gold. And no upgrade. Where's Taizu at, actually? Nowhere near Grimgor, but he likes to be goofy and charge through. Go ahead and tear out the walls. Same thing here in Jingpo. There's no longer any Skaven in here. Miao Ying is holding the line like a champion. Well done, Sister Meow.
Instrument of the divine.
Anything else we can grab just a single turn real quick? Nope. Alright then. Hello, Grimgor.
All you what you say. So
Indeed. I'm going to go ahead and also swing up to making a deal with the Caravan of the Blue Roses, so they're less likely to attack me. We just signed a peace treaty with them. They may not have any gold, though.
Good. I am in need of more husks for my hordes.
Yeah, they don't. So what about the Chaos Dwarves? Which we would normally not want to make any kind of deal with it whatsoever. We haven't met them yet, have we? There they are. And we're at war with them. Okay, so we can't pay anyone to be... No one can pay us to be a mercenary here. We'd be foolish to let them move on through.
Always.
Here, orcs. Time to die. There's a high likelihood that Miao Ying is going to break agreements and not go with us against Grimgor, so we'll do it by ourselves. So do we. I'm glad to hear it. I'm going to fight so badly. I'm just going to go ahead and do this.
We are all.
Rest in peace. Those two armies. Knight of Gold. And now we prepare for whatever's coming from the north now. And a lot more than 2 armies up there.
Lord Magistrate.
Alright, Stone Whisperer, we're going to have you haul
Feet of fire.
Get over here towards the Hanyu. We cross? No, we can't. Unfortunate.
Leader of men. Celestial General.
There we go. We caught them, it looks like a little bit unawares.
Success!
But they will very quickly pivot coming after us. I love Dragon Breath Gunners. Very low range, though. We need a crane gun team to snipe heroes and mages. There's no reason to get too far ahead, but I still will stay in march stance. So they have, I'll take it back. Stay in march stance, that way they can have an opportunity to grab the Root Marcher ability. I forget what it's called. You start the war with Grimbor? Oh boy, better not really send the caravans. Listen, we have been not sending caravans for some time already. It was already too dangerous. Points, Grand Tactician, so extra duration for inspiration abilities by 100%. We have the Grand Tactician ability, so everyone around him is going to have more reload skill and melee defense, which is fantastic. And then we'll come up here and grab Tactical Prowess.
A tool of great efficiency.
A tool of great efficiency. Not the most exciting, but we'll take it. No, I didn't want to salvage, but extra gold will work. Line these up together. There are no flyers with Grimgor's armies. And neither of these are very exciting. Alright, skills. Enhanced Metallurgy Piercing sounds perfect. Eyes in the Sky gives us more range for Skylighters and Junks. Range and reload time reduction for bows is the way. Redoubtable Interceptor. Perfect Minnowing. maximizes at 12% more range and 10% less reload. So we get 173 range on our crossbow teams here. We're absolutely going to require against the greenskins.
Our losses are acceptable.
Our losses are acceptable. Leader of men. You guys get the tactician ability too. That is awesome. So you're saying the Century of Metal here does stack up? Armies in the local owned region. Only when under siege. That's perfect for holding the line at the bastion itself. Yeah, we don't need more leadership. We do need training.
From the front.
And attack. He looks a little bit less excited to be. What's wrong with your face? He's seen some stuff. Walked in on something he didn't want to see. He's like, I don't want to be a gate master anymore. My life is in tatters. Alchemist elixir of venom. I mean, you get some pretty meh equipment, but you get what you get.
General.
We don't have anything for you at all. A crown of command and an obsidian lodestone. It did work when they came out. The only way to confirm it is by being under siege and see if the melee defense is increased by 20.
But at significant cost.
Or by, what did you have, 12? So it'd be by 12. So it'd be by 24 if we have two of them stacking it up. Okay, so you can't combine up the Jade standard and just get their melee defense above 80.
Instrument of the Divine.
I mean, our Jade Warriors don't have much defense at the moment anyway.
Wizard
Alright.
of Warpstone.
Zoomerang. I think I like the metallurgy poison a little bit better. Allows it to have poison attacks when Cathay normally can't. Alright, blow up our buildings. I think we already did so earlier. So we'll just upgrade the monastery here. Heights, I can go up a tier. The Faithful Hills, I'm going to go ahead and delete these setup walls. And we'll wait. Just kidding, it's going to take... Yeah, we'll go ahead and do it like that. Looks good to me. 4,000 coming on in is... Yep, hefty amount. Need to get a drink real quick. One quick second. Alright, well. I think Cathay is coming along nicely. Zhao the Comet's moving on across as well. I think we can grab ourselves an additional army. Right, another army over here in Shiama's Rest. Let's wait till the firing silos end. That way I can recruit some just an army all about Iron Hail cannons and firing rockets. This will also let us get fire lancers, but only in this province. Kind of like to see which of these, no, we absolutely cannot make it through any of these. I thought they were supposed to calm down after a while, but I guess not. Alright, well, which outpost available? Upgrades in Nangao? No. I like my money, thanks.
Leader of men.
Yep, unfortunately the Golden Order is still not doing a whole lot of good in terms of
Loyal novices are
building their
better than
settlements up.
uncertain veterans.
I mean, we could snag our own sets of... Oh yeah, the firecracker mortars. I really think we only need one of these.
Our losses are...
But we can have them hit different... Now, we'll have one... Because they don't do very much damage. They're mostly about just debuffs. So having one debuffer is a good idea. And then we can go for... We take 2 turns for that to come on in. We can grab a couple more... Rain guns. So, let's see. I've lost them. 2 crane guns, then we'll go for 1 dragon breath gunner.
The Iron Dragon knows all.
Sounds good to me. Alright, we'll see if we can get into another battle in here in the next couple minutes, because it looks like I am running out of time for today's stream here, but thank you all so much for stopping on by. Looks like Shaq is going to ignore the Golden Order, just going to walk through the Mountains of Morn, a dangerous place to have a stroll. Undercover bosses. Of late, 2 cats have been regular visitors to camp. The larger one, a gold-furred male, solemnly watches your soldiers train, while the other, a silvery female, is more affectionate, bringing comfort to the disaffected. Out walking late, unable to sleep, you find both in your path, gazing at you unexpectedly. Throw them down a well. Probably not. Feed the male, or pet the female. Recruitment costs for Yang units, but construction costs for Yang buildings, and vice versa. I think we can take the hit for our Yen, for our Yang buildings, that is, while getting a little bit of recruitment cost reduction for all of our missiles. Right, Clan Ferric and the Legion of Asgore are no more. Where are you guys going? They're on deep strike missions into Rictus territory.
Outcast sorcerer. Hunting for
Go ahead and
reagents.
join back up with this army, that way you can do some
Perhaps
replenishing.
an elixir of
We know where they're at for at least this turn. This army is pretty well complete then. You got your firecracker mortars, you got your dragon breath, got poor accuracy. Well then, lads.
Attention!
Yeah, hate to see it.
Establish a safe route for my council.
Ganging up tier 4 as well. Let's do a quick mosey on through here. Baleful Hills, we can go ahead and pop in the Wares Market, or just better control. Let's go for the Wares Market. Lawn, we've got up to tier 3. Let's go ahead and grab. Let's see. We can go for more income from trade here, and then control here, just so we're staying in balance. Looks good to me. Make sure all our units are moving where we want them. Zhao Ming, keep moving. We'll have you pull to the bridge here. I don't mind in March, but this bridge is going to have a much better battle for our units, especially with all of our crossbows here, than it would out on the open field. Ignore our dispatch, another turn. Come on then, Grimgore, what are you plotting? Is it with Jenkins? Gork has chosen him a champion of unparalleled skill. The Jenkins. Alright, the Yuzik tribe also bites the dust, and Grimgore's Wa has succeeded. It took them all, and they conquered that so fast into that wall. Poor Greasus. There are those who obtain status through ignoble means, but there are those who debase their heraldry. Fortunately, true dragon-blooded may replace them at a whim. But the Black Orc is hauling cheeks towards your location. Oh yeah, no, he's moving as quick as he can. In fact, we'll go ahead and get another hero up here that we can take a quick look. We need to know where they're at. Harmonizer, Tactician. Let's grab a strategist. Yan Yang.
Alchemist of Shangyang.
Up. Rank 8. Boost income, ability, Searing Doom, and Metallurgy. We'll use you as a scout.
I will not be denied rest.
Well, we'll see about that.
Speed and unity.
We will see about that. So you stay here in the choke point. And you can only reach in March.
Celestial General.
Gelt is going out through after the undead, which we're going to also do, but I also can. I really just want to catch Grimgore in a couple of ambush battles here. So let's go ahead and make him think no armies are here. Completely safe. Bring yourself on and do some raiding. No problem. Meanwhile, range for crossbows. Heard. That was the
Cathay
fastest selection
must
ever.
Never stand still.
Warpstone Desert over here at Tai Zoo. Let's grab ourselves. This is the spice market.
Where is the promised unity?
Upgrades across the board here, and I'm gonna go ahead and call the stream for today. We shall pick up with the next episode with a war against Grimcore, and probably a secondary war kicking off against the undead down here as well. We have done a pretty good job this stream conquering the rest of Cathay, while the northern provinces are holding the bastion like the Papa Emperor has intended. First couple of confrontations with Grimcore have gone well. We'll see how things continue to last. Hopefully. Oh no, he likes war with us, so we're going to be fighting Tamarkon too. So Grimcore and Tamarkon, the big green boys, all at one. Sounds great to me. We will go ahead and probably have another stream for this one here. Next week, I'd like to have Age of Wonders be our Wednesday stream and Total War Warhammer be our Friday stream, so that's what we will likely do. Thanks again for stopping by today's Zhao Ming campaign. I'll catch you all next time. Have a good one there, just yes. See yous. You as well, the Great Book of Grudges, if you're still around. If you're still around. Yeah, bye.